What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Monday, January 17th, 2022, MLK Day. So they're going to do some rituals by the code. The Jesuits do rituals. Like nigger equals 60, so they're going to have a field day with that as well. Race 18. So let's see what they're doing. So you go to CNN to see more Jesuit propaganda and nonsense. They have this just. I already kind of saw this front page on Zach's stream anyway, but interesting how black equals 11, Jew equals 11, and kind of like in the midst of this, talking about an 11-hour hostage standoff right above Anne Frank. 11, the master number. So, real quick though, cold case investigation names surprise suspects in Anne Frank's betrayal. So, I'm just gonna see if they have and this person's name has the Israel numbers for Jewish, etc. Again, for anyone ready to hit the report button or the moderator team, again, I have nothing against Anne Frank. If anything, I'm all for Anne Frank because, I mean, someone that young, I would assume she's being used against her will in some, propaganda. I don't think she used, this young girl. She was, look at her face. I don't think this girl literally wants to be the poster child for Jesuit nonsense. So, 1944, Kill 44, Thelema 44. Hey, Outlaw X, Adam. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, if she even existed, exactly. I just don't think this is a CGI. Easily could be, but all the Anne Frank things they've shown us in school and everything. My hypothesis is that it's just literally a girl being mocked, used in a play. 1154, Judgment Order 54. Zionism 42. Talk about 1942, Judgment 42, Female 42. Anne Frank. Anne Frank equals 3984, Jesuit 84. The Jews go off the 39 books of the Old Testament. It'd be so silly if they, again, I don't care what YouTube does, but look at this. I mean, guys, this is how easy this is. This is how easy I mean, look at this crap. Anne Frank 84. A is the first letter, N is the 14th, E is the 5th. Anne Frank 84. Look at the date they have in this ritual. Anne and several other Jews were discovered by the Nazis on August 4th. So she was discovered on August 4th. Her name equals 8/4. So what does that tell you? This is a child actor being used in this propaganda. And again, I would say again, her parents dragged her in this. She could have been some young Jewish girl just kidnapped, used in some propaganda. I mean, how are you going to believe that Anne Frank she was like, yeah, I definitely want to do this. She, with her full faculties, being this young, just absolutely wants to participate in this? No. I mean, that makes no sense. So it shows how she's being used by this gang. It's sick as fuck. All were deported, and Anne died in the Bergen-Belsen camp at age 15. You can see what that equals or something if you want. I just want to see the name of this. Twisk said only 4 of an initial 32 names. Jerusalem 32. Otto Van Twisk. So they named Vandenberg. Vandenberg. Let's see if that's the first time they mentioned him. So I'm gonna see if there's Arnold Vandenberg. So a team that included retired U.S. FBI agent Vincent Pankow, like pancake, pancake theory. Again, this could be coincidental with the pancake theory at 9/11, but it's interesting how his last name is Pankow or Pankoke or whatever. A team that included retired U.S. FBI agent Vincent Pankow and around 20 historians, criminologists, and data specialists identified a relatively unknown figure Jewish notary Arnold Vanderberg as a leading suspect in revealing the hideout. And, MLK is all about, justice for, like, the minority and all that type of stuff, and oppression, and we shall overcome. And they have, like, this type of stuff, Black 11, Jew 11. So again, drum roll. Here's we get Jewish, Jew, Jerusalem, Zionist numbers, Jesuit numbers of not any of those. 88. See, again, guys. How did I guess this? I didn't guess shit. Jewish 88, Arnold Vanderberg 88. This is how this works. If you know how they put out these riddles, you know the numbers they're going to use. And I just said we're looking at this for Jewish numbers. Jewish 88. Watch, because YouTube's gonna it's just bullshit. They like to strike this thing on being anti-Semitic, which is stupid. I mean, how? I'm here defending Anne Frank, saying that how she's being used against her will, which looks like she is. How I'm actually on her side, if you think about it. Jewish 88, Arnold Vanderberg 88. So I told you that they're gonna use these numbers in this ritual. Why? Not because I'm so good at gematria. No, again, it's the Jesuits doing the same fucking shit all the time, the same riddles, the same rituals with the same numbers. That's how you know. His name also equals 83, like Society of Jesus. You murder 83. It's just so pathetic. Vanderberg, 53, 55, 197 to 45th prime. But I think the full name is just the nail on the head, 88. So good. See, we already found what we're looking for. Anne Frank's family tried in vain to flee to the U.S., you see? Because the U.S. are the ones who sacrificed her. The U.S. are the ones who are responsible for all of this. The Nazis, the U.S. are all working together. It's all the Jesuits. This is just, again, propaganda, making think the U.S. is the place to go to be free from tyranny. Obvious propaganda. If you want to be tyrannized even more, hell, go to the U.S. That's really what happened. It's talking about something being published in 1947. When the big Israel number, establishment number, the year. Her diary. What does diary equal? Diary 33. Interesting. 78 like Jesuit. Jews 57. If this turns into the Jews did it, that would be unfortunate. The Nazis were ultimately responsible, Hannah Ludin of CD said. No. Again, this is more letting you know, again, it's the Jesuits who are behind it, who are Jews who convert to Catholicism. And that's what they're hinting at here, that this is the Jesuits. And they are, but again, the Nazis are also the Jesuits. So that's what I'm here telling you. It is the Jesuit order. So anyone calling me anti-Semitic, whatever, you're stupid. I mean, how are you throwing that word around when I'm clearly showing you how Anne Frank's being used, which is sick, and then how the Jesuits are responsible? And I'm not just saying this to save face. I mean, again, this little girl, she's clearly being used by the Jesuits in propaganda. So I was going to put this in my title, the Dallas Cowboys, because I feel like it would attract more people if I had Dallas Cowboys lose, but then they want me to actually talk about this shit. Again, well, here's the Chico. Go watch the game. I didn't even watch it, but I know it's fake because I don't have to see the game to know it's bullshit. Just after hearing what people, how Zach explained how the game went, more fake NFL. How the ref, I don't know, well, that could have been the game or could have been another game, but where the ref was like so far back, away from the play. Dallas Cowboys fans throw trash at the refs after heartbreaking NFL playoff loss. Dak Prescott says credit to them. See, he's just mocking you. Guys, Dak Prescott knows the games are fake. And they're making you think that the refs, right, this is, again, more mind control, more propaganda, more ritual, making you believe that the refs are the ones who throw the games, that the refs are the ones who decide the games, which it's only partially true because the refs make sure the script gets followed. That's what they do. They don't just really decide anything, though. They follow what they're supposed to do from the Jesuit playbook. Credit to them equals 59. Negro 59, so this Negro 59 is saying credit to them. See, Dak Prescott, all about these numbers. Dak Prescott equals 42 like nigger. You see what I'm trying to say? They use racist numbers on this actor, this agent, all the time. That's why, again, it was 60 numerology. We have him. Also, yeah, so yeah, it was the 49ers. So I think it was this game where the ref was just so far back. I guess I'm not even going to go back and even try to watch the game. I've heard enough. Guys, I'm not tooting my horn. Sorry, the games are easy to see they're fake. Anyone should watch a one game and know how the NFL's rigged. It's not claiming to be super smart or acute. No, watch one NFL game. They're all fake as shit. I don't know what else to tell you. Prescott looks to hand the ball off during the first half against the 49ers. I mean, just even this picture looks fake. Like every play they do. Again, maybe it could be like what it come from. Again, I'm trying to use that word because it's fake. But if you know they're fake, everything just does look fake. Because there could be a play in the NFL that might be, oh, this looks real though. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying though. I don't know. I've never seen a play in the NFL that looks legit. I mean, every play they do is like, this is just stupid. Like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why are they like passing the ball instead of rushing it? Why are they rushing the ball instead of passing it? It's like all this stuff like that. Why are you going for a 2-point conversion when you're tied, and you could have just kicked the field goal? You know what I mean? They did it this season. I forgot what team it was, but they did it. They were on. The game was almost over. They could have just kicked the field goal and won. They go for a 2-point conversion instead. I mean, how does that happen and you don't know that the games are fake? Like Dallas 13, 13 seconds on the clock right here, just fake. Jimmy Garoppolo, 70-4 right here. Is he 74? Masonic 74. So throwing trash at referees as they ran off the AT&T Stadium field. What's trash equal? 66 and 33. Trash equals 33, like masonry. Texas equals 69. That's where Dallas Cowboys are from. But when he was informed, so when star quarterback Dak Prescott was asked about the fans' actions, he initially expressed his disappointment, thinking that they were directing their anger at the players. But when he was informed the trash was aimed at the referees, Prescott's message changed. Credit to them. Because he's supposed to. This is an actor. That's what they do on these post game things. Like all these things. Again, if you watch the WWE, it's the same. They have these interviews, they say certain things. It's all acting. And again, credit to them, 59. Like Negro, Slave, Rasta, Blues. I'm just gonna run through a bunch of headlines. Again, why even sit on this some more? It's just stupid. I mean, even look, he managed to move the offense to the San Francisco 41-yard line with 14 seconds left. It's like when you're right up 14, you get 41, 104, Slave 14. There's probably something more with the 14 there. But yeah, just a bunch of BS. Hitler had nothing against blacks either. Exactly. Then when you think that, Hitler was so evil and everything, it's like the guy was just an agent. The Pope's more evil than him if you're trying to play that game. Of course, Pope another agent, but if you're really playing off the narrative, playing off what these people do. A, Shy Divine, Rage Against the Machine, Richard, seeing all y'all. Credit to them. It's 59. Yeah, exactly, Gomes. It's just, you see it. I mean, you see a Gomes in India. I mean, someone in India clearly sees the shit. I mean, how sad is that? Someone who's not even in America, in a country literally on the other side of the fucking world, sees the 59 used on black people all the time, but then the dumbass people here, even the black people who live in America, who don't want to see this shit, are too fucking dumb to see how they're being mocked by the government, by the Jesuits all the time. It's so pathetic. That's why I'm saying there's no excuses. You can't have people not in America see how you're being mocked, but then you're in the country yourself. You're in Dallas. I mean, think about how many black people who live in Dallas, who live right next to the stadium. You show this to them, they're like, ah, blah, 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 blah. Man, shut up, nigga. Like that's what they'll say. They'll just tell you to shut up and that you're conspiracy theorists, all this bullshit. It's like I don't know what to tell these people. Meth burritos, machetes, and more. The strange items confiscated at the airports. A meth burrito. I get the idea behind that, but I'm trying to think how they find it. I know they have those swabs and shit. They do scan the food. They do sometimes pull the food out and wipe it down. So maybe they wiped it down with something that detects meth. Again, not that I support meth, and I don't think you should be sneaking meth through the airport. I'm sure if it was a weed burrito, they've gotten away with it. You know what I mean? Like bringing edibles onto through the security. That's not difficult at all. 5 ways to celebrate Betty White on her 100th birthday. I don't even know if I want to look at that right now. To me, to me that seems like a pure distraction piece. If we're just coded, there's ritual behind it, but a pure distraction piece, probably not even worth the coding. Talk about Omicron. They have this Asian woman here, typical. Melania Trump make moves unheard of from a first lady. I don't get this. Why they? I don't. There's got to be a riddle here. She's not a first lady anymore, and they're showing you this riddle today. There's some riddle behind this, and I hate how it's kind of cut off. Again, they're web developers at CNN are just absolutely stupid. This is how either they're stupid or just fucking mock people so hard by making their site look shitty. Cut off. I mean, look at this. Like, why is this? Why? You got these, okay. Like, why this? That's what I'm saying. Because of this top piece, okay. You could have still moved it. Just a shitty site. I'm kind of glad there's not, because I'm not trying to go too long today with the streams. I'm kind of glad there's a lot, but not like a lot where I really want to talk about. Like America had a very different opinion of Martin Luther King Jr. when he was alive, saying, "Oh, I gotta share." Because I'm so glad Zach pointed out this out during your stream. The 95% now. I mean, come on, that has to be the highlight of the stream. If I'm gonna share anything, is this. And he had a really good speech, about not remaining in silence, which is right. Don't be silent when there's tyranny going around. And speech was made a year before his death. And of course, they show him here on December 10th, Blood Sacrifice 121. And 64, civil rights equals 64. But look at this crap. I mean, this is insane. Let's start with Gematria. Counter-Reformation, right, equals 95. And what is that? That's the Counter-Reformation is the Jesuits being formed to counter the Reformation of the Church, to counter the Reformation set up by Martin Luther with his 95 Theses. You get it? Martin Luther has a 95 Theses, which then goes against the Catholic Church. That's why they're Protestants. And the Jesuits were formed and recognized by Rome on a day with 95 days remaining in the year to counter that. You see what I'm saying? It's just so clear with this riddle. The 27th of September, 1540, right? A day with 95 days remaining. This is when the Jesuits were recognized by Rome, and they are the party responsible for the Counter-Reformation. That's what their whole point. They were formed, at least in the narrative. Right? So you see the 95 here. So when did MLK die? April 4th, 1968. See? A day with 95 numerology, the 95th day of the year. Again, how is this hard to comprehend? 4 plus 4 plus 19 plus 68, 95. That's the 95th day of the year. Counter-Reformation 95. The Jesuits formed. They with 95 days remaining. And look what the Jesuit propaganda tells you now. The Jesuit ritual, the crap nonsense from the Jesuit order. Look what they tell you. Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights leader and an American hero. Almost every American adult, 95%, believes he was an important figure in American history in CBS News polling. So it's a fake poll. 95%? I mean, come on. It's too perfect. And again, civil rights leader, they're showing here in 1964, when civil rights equals 64, when Obama became the first black president 44 years from the Civil Rights Act of 1964. They have an act called the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Civil rights equals 64. And Obama's the 44th president. MLK assassinated 4/4, killed 44, black people 44, in the Septenary Cipher, African American 44. So again, how do these rules exist right here in our face, and you would still be on the fence? That's why I don't like. I'm sorry, I don't like on the fencers. I mean, I think in life most people don't like on the fencers anyway. Sure, if there's a kind of a new kind of thing or some kind of tough decisions, it's okay to be on the fence sometimes for certain things, but not shit with so much evidence. You know what I mean? Five things about MLK that may shock you in a 76-second video, which is also 1 minute 16 seconds. You see how they do this? Negro 76, African American 116. See how they do this? African American 116, and you see him here in a minute 16 video. And then King's favorable rating was just 44%. His unfavorable rating was basically equal at 38%. I mean, come on. 44 and 38. Death, killing, murder, Africa, nigga 38, RIP 38. Kill 44. African American 44, assassinated 4/4, again, civil rights equals 64. And then even 42%. Guys, are you not seeing this article? Just look at these numbers. 42%. When Americans were asked which three Americans they had the least respect for in the 1964 Gallup poll, King came in second at 42%. Oh my goodness. What's a second equals real quick? 60, 20, 40 reflection of 42, 102, and 30. Now look what happens when I type in the most hateful word for black people used for educational purposes, nigger. 60, 42, 102, and 30. I mean, come on. Are you not seeing this shit? This is by the numbers mockery ritual from the Jesuits. He came in second with 42% after the 1964 Gallup poll and civil rights equals 64. This is so clear and obvious what they're doing. This was barely less than the 47% registered by George Wallace. I know, they love number 47, time 47, the compass said 47 degrees, the Freemasons. %. There's a lot more here. I see racism numbers. See 71% African American, 71, black man 21. I mean, again, it's a lot of nonsense to read that I don't care to read. I really came here just to show you the 95, but also look, the NFL decided to move the 1993 Super Bowl away from the state as a result. From Arizona. From Arizona. Wow. I swear Arizona has these numbers. They have numbers related to all this. I swear to God. I could be wrong for some reason, but I'm not wrong, of course. Arizona 42. See, Arizona 42. And then in 1993, the Black History Month 93. Oh my God. Guys, this is so easy to read. When you know the pattern they use on black people all the time, it's so simple to read. Black History Month 93, the only day in history MLK and Malcolm X met was a day with 93 numerology. They both died at 39 the reflection. Tuskegee 39. I've seen enough of this shit. Again, you know me, I go on the more the merrier perspective. Again, what if I sat down on some other shit, other riddles? We wouldn't have seen this. That's why to just move on, go to the next one. But again, one last thing. It was only by the end of the year when most Americans, 59%, favored the national holiday in a Harris poll. Like Kamala Harris. But 59%, slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues, 59. Again, this guy's, how did I find it? I just clicked on one piece of ritual. And one last thing, updated at 7:03. Sacrifice 73. Civil rights is 71. I think civil rights is also 70 because it has two 70 numbers. Civil rights 64 and 73. Oh my goodness. You see how they do this? Oh my gosh. See? And look at this propaganda nonsense. 73 and then 64. I mean, these numbers are so easy to find. Again, this is why you know this is stupid. Let me type in Chigozi. Watch this. Let's look for these numbers on the page. It's not, again, you can find anything under anything. Those fucking dumbasses don't get it. No, you can't. Let me say, well, I'm black. I like MLK. At least, well, I like his speech, and I like what he kind of represented. And I know he was an agent, but still, you see what I'm saying? Look at the numbers. So let's look for these numbers on the page. There was a lot of numbers on this page. There's a lot of numbers here. Let's look for 82. Again, we could find no 82, 55, no 55. See, 134, no 134, and look, 35, no 35. Nothing, none, not one of these. Not one of these. You see that? See that? Not one of these are on the page. But you type in civil rights, you know, you type in civil rights, 64, and we had the 73 with the S exception. Let's look at 64. Can we find 64? Oh, 1 out of 3 times. Interesting. Oh, really? Oh, okay. How about 70? Well, 73 is a trick because it's 703 up here, but you drop the zero numerology. But you see, again, these simple experiments and tests you can carry on the page to prove that these are specific numbers that are being used. I'm sorry, I will never stop calling the deniers just dumb. Also, this 555 right here, -5, see, 555, New World Order branding. Six chip for Coach K and 6 SM or 6 MVP for Brady. I hope he doesn't win and get MVP, but that's just me hoping. It's gonna be so sad. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna be so mad if Brady wins the Super Bowl and gets MVP again. No, it's not because I'm emotionally invested in the sports. I'm just so sick of this crap. I'm so sick of Tom Brady being the GOAT, MVP. He's so good. He could just switch teams and still win all the time. He's just so good. And wasn't Tom Brady getting shit on earlier this season too? Maybe not in every game. I'm sorry, last time I saw Tom Brady, he ran the ball down the field, very loose, on purpose, letting them punch the ball. I mean, you saw he was holding it like a fucking like a girl holding her little doll, and the guy came up from behind him and punched it out of his hand, and his team couldn't recover it. I'm sitting here again. I saw that on Twitter as a clip. I didn't actually watch that game, but I just saw that clip. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why don't people get how this shit is fake? Guys, we gotta go to 10 TV before. Guys, 10 TV is always gold mine of shit. Buckeye, Ohio numbers. See, I hate it when it's weather stuff though. Sure, it's snowing, but come on, guys, that's not snow. It's not even that bad. It's what I'm saying. Every time it snows in Ohio, it's like, oh, there's so much snow. Oh my god. Maybe in Cleveland it sucks because they like Erie, but it's like all this crap. Oh, no, guys, it's not that bad. Come on. Yes, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in D.C. originally misquoted King. Let's see if there's some racist numbers on this. You know, racism 36, like Buckeye, it would be a good number to see in this.
Verify here with your...
You see this now? Verify, fast facts, minute 42-second video. See, I was here looking for racist numbers, and we found the most, again, call a black person anything you want, but you call them a nigger, that's the most offensive. There's maybe some close ones, jigaboo, coon, all those things. But the most widely known is the N-word. That's why that's called the N-word, because people don't want to say it. It's that offensive, right? And they have minute 42-second video. Oh my goodness. Again, guys, that's why I came at 10 TV. They never disappoint. Again, the most hateful word, Nigger 42. When you write out 42, you get 142. See that? So I'll give you a minute 42-second video. It's just too perfect. That's also what? 102 seconds. That's 102 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. See? 1 minute 42, 102-second video. And before we click this, I said they're gonna have the most racist. They're gonna have racist numbers. We're gonna look for racist numbers, and we find it immediately. The first number we see. That's how you know this is crap. I mean, this is just so sick. Like, I don't even care about anything. I don't even care if we don't find anything else on this page. That just seeing that alone, it makes it perfect. But I'm, as normal, I'm looking for 27, 36, 117. Today is 1/17.
When the coronavirus pandemic started nearly 2 years ago, the CDC advised.
Shut up. I'm sick of the autoplay stuff. I do want to see more Buckeye stuff though, to be honest. Because Buckeye 117, Ohio 117. again, that's why I hate this weather thing. It's like I hate it. Okay, I should like it though, because at least they're giving you real news. Okay, real news. I know it's weather warfare and shit like that, but at least it's not some like crazy psyop, with all these people dying and shit. Snow flurries. I'm just trying to say there's a 117 they're giving us. If there's not, okay. We've seen them doing things by the numbers. The minute 42-second video already proved these people are sick. Police arrest 19-year-old accused of fatally shooting man in North Yamora shooting. Laquan, Brandon Stewart. It's just every single day. Blue Monday. Blue Monday, the saddest day of the year, effects of seasonal affective disorder. So MLK Day is the saddest day of the year? I mean, it's just more mockery to me, more, black shaming type of shit. Blue Monday, and blue, the boys in blue, the police. 11240, like circle, like Zionist. Freemasonry 158. Scottish 50. 649. So good. I think this might be the first time in a long time we don't see Buckeye numbers here. But that's fine. The fact we still at 142, we've already proven that these people do shit by the numbers. And I don't want to spend much more time on this. So long this video is, though. Minute 25, 85-second video. 125. I know, Thelema 44 and 125, but yeah, I think in terms of the Buckeye, they won. They finally stopped me. I don't see it, and I'm not gonna look any further. Because again, they always have to have the Ohio numbers on. If it's on the update time of this, the published time, then 9:03, 93 like Saturn.
Does give us a look at what's happening here in Columbus.
But again, 10 the sun here. They do it all the time. Again, I don't want to spend much time here, but I'll give them. That's 1 point for them, and probably like 100 points for me at this point. So that's fine. I'll remember this day as
Hey there, Skywatchers. Doppler 10 meteorologist Jeff Booth here. Look for a bright moon this.
Autoplay. I'm just sick of that. I'm just sick of it. Best thing ever. Best crazy thing ever. On the anniversary of 93 bombings, Duke, Syracuse. February 23rd, 1993 bombings. Or excuse me, February 26th, 1993 bombings. Any look more than that? Oh, let me look at these. Link to Goat Ritual 8-3. Tiger gets number 83. Coach K gets 6. The chip. 42nd season against Young Dolph, a black guy. 42nd for Duke and 47th of all time. Linked in an MLK article. Final on MLK Death Day. Wow. That 42 and 47, they have those numbers right there in that article. Yep. The goat with his new facelift. Exactly. He's so healthy and so whatever, but he just looks so weird. And sure, even if he was born whatever, I mean, even then, I think to look as weird as him, I think there's even more going on. Hey, Sarah. Good seeing you, Sarah. Thanks for dropping in. Just gonna see how much time I've spent already. Okay, we're like about halfway done. What's good, man? The thing is, I can't see this going longer than an hour. I've already talked about a bunch. I'd rather save that time for a day with more propaganda that's worth talking about. Again, the MLK rituals we exposed. Zach had a whole stream on that already. England, a style article. Didn't even feel like looking at it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a hard cutoff at 1 hour for sure. Because I'm already sitting there like, again, notice I didn't click on this Ghislaine Maxwell shit. Because again, you guys all know the answer. This is a ritual. This is just another actor, another agent for the Jesuits. Maxwell ends fighting to keep 8 John Doe's secret. Maxwell ends fight to keep 8 John Doe's secret. What's John Doe's equal? Well, John Doe has the Catholic numbers. John Doe's 90, 36, 126, 36. Not too sure. I'm just what Maxwell equals. Oh, of course. So is that easy. Maxwell and John Doe's have the same gematria. It's kind of funny. We found more 2736 right here than we did on 10 TV. Guys, again, part of me wants to go to Cleveland.com and still find those numbers. But sometimes you have to just accept defeat. But you know, it's not a defeat, guys. My whole point is to try to show you how these people do numerological rituals, and we get an MLK video that's a minute 42-second long, which is 102 seconds on MLK Day. I mean, they've already exposed themselves. But you see John Doe's, Maxwell, same gematria, 36, 90. Again, it's crazy. 1226. I'm not even watch this video. I don't know. You see the video link, so I don't even know why I clicked on it. I don't even want to watch this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like anti.
Sonia has some.
I think it's because everyone's talking about. You go on Twitter. It's all everyone cares about. Like everyone who thinks they're awake. Oh, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. One's a trial. One's Ghislaine Maxwell. It's like, well, why do you fucking care? The only again, if those tweets were like, oh, when's the next Ghislaine Maxwell thing so I can decode it or see the Jesuits or this or that, right? No one mentions the Jesuits. No one mentions even who's responsible. No one mentions how they use gematria. No one mentions that even how her name is. Okay, some people do talk about her name is Ghislaine, which is sick. But again, they just want to. It's just like how you into the truth, but you're so invested in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. You want to know what's going to happen next, and because they think, oh, she's a big pedo. It's like again. Guys, you don't know that. All you know is she's one of their agents. Guys, the pedos are the fucking Jesuits. Why not go after the fucking Catholic Church, the known fucking pedophiles? The ones who you absolutely know love pedophilia, promote it, put it in all their fucking things, have priests who do it. You know this shit fucking goes on. So expose these people. Well, not the actors. Hillary Clinton leading the pedo ring. You don't know if she does any of that shit. And if she does, again, she could. Who knows? I don't give a fuck about them. These are actors. They're agents. They're just here to sell you a narrative, to make you to take your eyes off the fucking prize of who's really responsible. That's why these people, oh, it's justice for the kids. No. Just guys, this woman probably, she could even love children. She probably never even molest a kid. And you just don't know that because you fall for the fucking narrative. That's why I'm so sick of this shit. Everyone falling for it thinking it's real. But then they call themselves awake. And look, you have all this stuff to read. Like this just makes no sense. I don't even care. I don't know why I clicked on this shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cop out of this. It's like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Ghislaine Maxwell will no longer fight to keep the names of 8 John Doe's secret and will leave it to the court to decide whether the names should be unsealed according to a letter dated January 12th. And then on Twitter, oh, the John Does, who are they going to be? I hope maybe it's going to be, this politician or this person. You see what I'm saying? They're going to invest in who are the John Does. And they're pedos, you see? God, to me, it's just so annoying. I'm sorry, that stuff just annoys the shit out of me. Because it's like, how are you any different than some loser sheep looking at the news and falling for it? You're the same fucking thing. You cannot prove she's a pedo. You don't know if she is, or you don't even know who she is. She's just another actor. I mean, how are you supposed to prove she's a pedophile? Because some information they put out to mislead you. Again, why not care about the Jesuit order, who are known real pedophiles and pedophile pushers? You know for a fact that they fucking into that shit. So bam, you have your culprit right there, and she's employed by them. She's one of their agents. So her employer, right? Why not go after them? What it was like inside the Carleyville, Texas synagogue during the 11-hour hostage standoff. Again, this is a play. They're going to. I'm going to die. Hear what the suspect said on live stream. See, they stream it to make you think it's real. Come on, why would they use? See, a 44-year-old British man. Why would they use social media to do this? Come on, that's what some people think.
And what more do we know about the suspect?
I'm going to die. Hear what the suspect said on live stream. 44-year-old British national. Kill 44. Oh my God. Kill 44 and 17. FBI equals 17. They love doing things by number 17. That's what we have. The FBI on the front page of this propaganda nonsense today on the 17th day of the month. I was going to say, I was kind of thinking the name also equals 19, and it does. I honestly don't think I remembered that, though, but it equals 19 as well. But they love the 17. Because it's that really the most pure cipher, technically. But again, when it does this, it kind of is a double match, but it's the same. I mean, technically, I'm not trying to get technical, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's 17 because there's no double digits. But who cares? You know that it's an important number. They do important shit with the 17 all the time. That's what you should know. But I was going to change my audio. And then because we're gonna have to watch this video to see how fraudulent it is. Let me check the chat real quick. He's got a bomb-looking ass. Yeah, I'm glad y'all understand what I mean with the earlier thing. It's like people need to just wake up, quit falling for this shit. Gov equals 4417, abbreviation for government. Exactly. I mean, .gov, .4417, FBI.gov. That's an actual place you can go to get, again, more garbage. Garbage. Look at this crap. Seeking information. I mean, half these. Look at this. I mean, come on. Again, guys, I don't know what to say. Guys, I never took the FBI seriously, and this is the best time ever to not take them seriously. They're showing this to you like it's all legit. Like there's no government involvement, that there's no government agents involved, that these are all just individuals not connected to the government at all. And again, imagine, here's what's really sad. If you're someone who just joined the party, you saw all the agents that you followed along, your ass is going to be the one who's going to be fucked by the FBI. You think, guys, the FBI are going to fuck you over. Think about it. Why wouldn't they? They know you believe in the crap. They know you fall for the narrative. They're going to fuck you over if you were there and you're a cop. Why wouldn't they? Why would they say, oh, it was a play, it's fine? No, they're going to, if I'm sure real people probably got in trouble. And, assuming that real people were there and not only agents. I personally think it was a mix of both, and that's just a guess. I have no proof of that. If it's not that, it was all agents. I think here these are all agents. All. It's just so sad. I mean, again, you go to FBI.gov and you get this. How do you take these people seriously? I mean, look at this. We're terrorists, quote unquote. These Islamic people with the beard, the hat, and everything. Look at the top two people. Patel, again, he's Indian, but again, to the American eye, this guy is an Arab. Yeah, these Americans are retarded. They will think someone with the name of Chetanbhai Patel is some Arab. Again, these people here are retarded. They don't know difference. But see, Indian person, or it could be maybe Bangladesh, Pakistan. Again, that's a better kind of for an American. That's a better way to be confused than if you're between those three nations, than thinking he's from Arabia or some shit. But you see this, I mean, it's just so sad. But again, without getting too caught up on this, let's watch this FBI video, and maybe we'll come back to this site and look how stupid it is. All right, we gotta do a sound check first because it's probably not gonna play immediately. Yeah. I think I need to mute my mic. Wait. It's bleeding through my mic too. Oh no. See, Malik Faisal Akram. I mean, come on.
Jihadist.
I mean, you hearing this garbage?
Here in the North Texas area.
Are you hearing this fucking garbage? Guys, I was just here on FBI's website complaining about this type of shit. And talking about Faisal Akram, jihadist. I mean, this stuff is bullshit. Guys, the only... guys, again, these are the terrorists. This is a terrorist website. This is an official website for a gang of terrorists. And I would say domestic, but I think these are domestic and international terrorists. Sure, FBI has domestic jurisdiction, but I mean, don't they also get their hands and shit overseas if they can? I mean, why? Of course they do. So these are international terrorists. These are the Jesuits. See, protecting our communities together. Report hate crimes. You should literally report these people. Again, why is your topmost one an Indian guy and an Arab? That's a hate crime to me. Seeking information. I mean, as you call them with information, those look at this Catholic Church 132. You call them with information, they just blow you off. Catholic Church 132, 132. What rooms in the White House? 132. See, Catholic Church 132. They're telling you this easily. Jobs. Yeah, I hope you don't click this, but why would you want a job at the FBI? To me, it's terrible. I'd rather be homeless. I'm sorry, I would not want to work at the FBI. On October 9th, the body of a 33-year-old Josu Calderon. I mean, come on. I'm done with this crap. Let's go back to this video. I kind of regret going here because now my blood's like boiling, just like seeing this shit. There's a reason I've not been to that website in years.
Ed, what more do we know about the suspect and also his motive for taking these hostages last night?
Well, law enforcement officials have said that the motive, at least the preliminary indication of all of this, is that the suspect, Malik Faisal Akram, was primarily focused on this jihadist who was imprisoned here in the North Texas area by the name of Aifi Siddiqui, and that was the focus of much of his discussions and the reason for taking the people at this synagogue hostage. But this afternoon, law enforcement officials here still working at the scene of the synagogue where all of this unfolded, a nearly 11-hour hostage situation. And we are also hearing from Pastor Charlie Citron Walker, who was one of the, Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker, who was one of the 4 people taken hostage here at the synagogue throughout much of the day. He posted in a Facebook post this morning saying that he's thankful and filled with appreciation for the vigils and prayers from around the world, and he's thankful to the law enforcement and first responders who saved them. He says, quote, "I am grateful that we made it out. I am grateful to be alive." And remember, this was an incredibly harrowing moment, especially for the hundreds of people who belong to this synagogue who were watching on a live stream. And we can play a little bit of that for you now so you can get a sense of what the members of this synagogue were trying to process here just a little over 24 hours ago when this ordeal first started.
Yeah, but nobody, I'm just saying about the whole surrounding of my mail that yet. So I've got these 4 guys with me yet. But I don't want to hurt them yet. Okay, you listening? I don't want you to try. Listen, I'm going to release these 4 guys once they bring that doctor up here. I my sister doctor up here. But then I'm going to go in the yard, yeah, and I'm going to have a shoot up and they're going to kill me, all right? I'm going to die at the end of this, all right? Are you listening? I am going to die. Okay, so don't cry over me. Okay, don't cry over me. Tell him about Ibrahim, Allah yet. Tell him
And you might have heard there a reference to his sister, Siddiqui. That is not his biological sister. So we want to make sure we point that out and be clear about that. But all of that is just a sample of what members of this synagogue were watching on the live stream for the better part of an hour. So you can imagine how harrowing and terrifying it was for the members of this synagogue to watch all of this unfold.
Yeah, the synagogue, oh no, they're being, at the synagogue being demonized and, terrorized. It's just, pro,
the
what.
Houthis have claimed responsibility for a double drone attack, and the Emirati
There's more of this. It's just nothing but anti-Islamic propaganda. I mean, guys, again, I've said since my first videos, first streams years ago, back in 2017, this shit just, I'm so sick of seeing this stuff. I cannot stand any more anti-Islamic propaganda nonsense. To me, it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. And the fact that it's still going on and people are still falling for it, I don't know what to say anymore. It really is. Guys, I don't really have many friends, or I don't really have many personal attachments to any of this. I mean, I just seen this type of stuff. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, how are you demonizing a whole group of people over some crap? It was just so silly. Yeah, 44-year-old. Let's go to Arthur. Exactly, man. 44-year-old from Britain. And that's why, he was talking, said unintelligible, just make, because he's from England and he's also, supposedly Arabic. So, God forbid you even understand anything he says because of the double accent right there. And that's how it makes it more believable. You'll be like, why are they doing this? Oh, because he's from Arabic and he's from England. Of course you can't understand him. It's just like, yeah, that's how these Americans think. So yeah, I mean that was all. I don't know what to say about that. I kind of wish we didn't even watch that video. It just seems like another waste of time. Just they're selling you some crap. I think it is a retaliation. Let's see what this equals. 109, 152, 253. Joe Biden 152. Kamala Harris 152. 109. Probably had more context to be able to see this more. Why Iranian-backed group may attack the United Arab Emirates. So now, if you're in Dubai chilling, I'm in Dubai, it's so nice in Dubai. I know there's more than UAE than Dubai, but still, like, you feel like UAE is some, Mecca, some safe haven, some, oh yeah, we're fine, we're chilling here. It's like, now they're trying to scare you with more nonsense. With more, and think about it, you're in an Arabic part of the world and you're still worrying about this. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore about this. It's just terrible. Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction sends a vital message. It's just stupid. I kind of want to say a murder by numbers, besides Jordan Cashmeyers, because Zach already covered this. Died on the 16th day of the month, 16 and pregnant. Definitely go check out his work on that. Arthur, I don't know if Arthur, I haven't seen if you put out a video on that, but even regardless if you haven't or not, definitely check out Simple Truth TV. He puts out really good information, covers these murder by numbers rituals all the time as well. So definitely give him a subscribe. Simple Truth TV is here in the chat. The past week I've been pretty much gone from YouTube, so I'm really behind, by the way, on who covered what or what's been out. Djokovic would have been better off in U.S. Supreme Court. It's just mockery because the Supreme Court shut down Biden's mask, or not mask, but testing and vax mandates, all by the numbers. MLK's son. I mean, if it's about MLK, I'm gonna have to click on it. MLK's son. We want legislation, not celebration. I guess it'll be as simple as looking at the update time, the video lengths, look for the more racist numbers that we've seen all day. 955. Satan 55, sacrifice equals 55. He was literally sacrificed while giving a speech or something. At least that's what I heard. That's how the story went. Maybe I'll double check on that. It makes sense because every single time MLK was out in the spotlight, he was giving some kind of speech or something. 1 out of 22 photos, Negro 22. Literally, Negro equals 22. It's 2022. They have 22 photos of a Negro. Again, this is how sick this is. They always use these numbers on black people. I cannot say it enough. That's what they give me 22 photos. Satanic 122, starting out with 1 to 22. But I mean, they do that as well though. 1 to 22 and the number they use with the photos just to give that number. But the main thing here is the 22 for sure. Negro 22, Martin Luther King III. That's his son. And Andrea. Oh yeah, these are the children, right? The daughter said, "Oh, I can't wait to see my daddy again," or whatever. After he died, it's because again they probably knew their father was still alive. I mean, his death easily could have been faked, and he just went off to live, off grid or something, or just back in society. No one would even know the difference. I mean, think about it. Back then, even I'm sure MLK. Again, I could be wrong, but maybe he could even live maybe somewhere like in Ohio, just in Columbus. He could just be the guy who looks like MLK. These people, guys, you see me going down downtown Columbus. People are so oblivious, they wouldn't fucking know. Because I hate when there's all these words. I mean, guys, when I really sit there and read every last one of these words, I just cannot do it. It's not laziness. It's just I think it's a huge waste of time. But just to show you, there's a 1964 Civil Rights Act. President Lyndon B. Johnson told Dr. King that he didn't have the political power to get voting rights done too. Thereafter came the marches in Selma, Alabama in 1965, which they made a movie about. And that reminds me, this is what I do. I like to get inspired to look up other things. Because then we'll look up Selma and see when it came out and see the date numerology behind that. You know what I'm trying to say? See how they released this by the numbers. I thought this video came a little earlier than 2014. Kind of crazy how that works. It's usually you're like, oh, this is that old, but this seems a little newer to me than I thought. But that's just how I remember things. So we got Black 11. It came out at the AFI Fest on 11/11, but I like to look at the main release for sure on Christmas, of course. Christmas with the 38 like death, killing, murder, nigga, Africa. December 15th, 2014. Slave equals 14. What's Selma equal first as well? We gotta look up Selma's gematria. Selma 14. Again, these are simple rituals. Selma 14, like slave 14 and 31. You see that? Selma and slave have the same gematria. And they have these numbers stamped on this crap. I've never seen the movie, so I have no opinion on the movie. I can't explain the movie. I've never seen. And guys, I'm just gonna admit, I always hated stuff like this. I did. I've always hated watching things about like. Again, it's nothing against black people or not liking my own history or anything like that. Again, it's all contrived shit anyway. Just even growing up, this stuff kind of bored me. I never really cared about this type of stuff, so I never would have the audacity to watch this movie. There's some exceptions, of course, like Roots was okay. That one, there's this one, I forgot what, this one really hot movie about black people. Yeah, Django Unchained. That was a pretty good movie. But other than those, like I never liked shit like this, and that's just my opinion. But that's why I've never watched it. It just didn't interest me. And again, because I think I've known though that all this Black history shit, I've always known that this shit is a bunch of most of it's nonsense. My mom used to buy all these books. You know, she had a whole collection, a book on Nat Turner, on MLK. I think he was among them. Malcolm X, all of the great black people they try to promote to you. And I'm always sitting there like, why should I care about these people? First, I'm like, there's plenty of black people out there right now. They're actually trying to do something that can actually do something now. You know what I mean? There's better black people out there. Like, why do I need a bunch of government officiated books to tell me which black people to look up to? George Washington Carver, all these people. Again, I don't trust any of them. And again, nothing against black people at all. It's just, you know, I don't. This Black history stuff is, to me, is really sus. And you see how they do it all by the numbers. It's all from the Jesuits. And, you know, it's a very valid thing to think. 44 is 71 numerology. I mean, look at this crap. African American 44, black people equals 44, black man 51, civil rights 71, and it comes out on a day with 71 and 44 numerology. It's just too perfect. Also, the 359th day of the year. I don't know why I keep thinking that's a prime number. And I feel like every time I look it up, it's not. But I'm gonna look up it one more time, and I will stop looking up this number. Oh, because it is. It's the 72nd prime. See, I'm thinking of another number. That's why I keep looking it up, because it's the 72nd prime number. So I'll keep showing you that. Jesuit Order 72, Race 27, Reflection. But I think the biggest parts here is the 71 and 44. And if you will, the 59, because of black man. But African American, again, do you see why I don't care about these movies? I mean, you really think a movie released by the Jesuits is going to give you accurate history of the black American experience? They're gonna put their own shit and twist on it and give you what they want you to know and believe. See, I think I did the right thing by not pay attention to these movies, because they're meant to program you. That's the whole point of them. That's why I encourage you to not care about these movies. Sure, watch them, see how they're coded. Maybe you can learn something from it. You know, don't throw the baby out the bathwater, but you gotta be careful. African American again. And imagine you go on Twitch or something, you start talking about this, oh, this guy's racist, he's bigoted, you don't like Selma, you don't like, but here's my reason why, you know what I mean? It's not like I just don't like it because it's black related, it's because it's a mockery, a travesty to black people. Just like that one movie with the 71 million box office, like, or they made like $71 million or 7.1 million or something, I think it was 7.1 million. But African American 71 and 44, see? This is the base 7 cipher, 44 and 71. See these two numbers, 71, 44? Look when this comes out. See the date numerology, 44, 71. It's just too good. It's too perfect. We should see when it released November 11th, 2014 to December 25th. Guys, to also put in perspective, another type of movie that I did, like, I like animals, right? But movies about animals, I felt the same way, by the way. Like, movies where the animals were kind of the focus. Another type of movie that's completely bored me. I couldn't stand it. And it's done. My stupid-ass friends back then were like, oh, Chi-Chi hates animals. He hates animals. Again, these retards, they can't fucking... You tell them one thing, they just mishear it, and then... it became a running joke. I don't like animals. I don't like movies about animals and shit. Telling everyone this. It's like, again... You tell someone one thing, like, again, that's why I don't like most people in that sense. It's like, you tell them one little thing, you give them the details, and they misconstrue it. And you wonder why I think most people are retarded, because I grew up around these fucking retards most of my fucking life. You wonder why I don't like millennials. Like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Like, I grew up with them all my life. They're stupid as fuck. Look, 44 days later. 44 days later. 44 days later. I mean, do I have to say any more? Selma came out 44 days from its initial release at the AFI Fest. Come on, do you need any more pieces of evidence? November 11th to December 25th is exactly 44 days. Also, Racism 63, it spanned 6 weeks, 3 days. Sacrifice 62, kill 44. Again, MLK assassinated 4/4. He died on 4/4. 44 days later, this was a day with 44 life lesson number. And you look at MLK, what is it about? What is it about? MLK is about a man who was killed on 4/4. I don't mean to be so repetitive, but again, what do you want me to do? Also, that January 15th is his January 15th birthday, 1 month, 15 days later. So I'm going to go back to the chat and move on, because I think I said enough right there. Give Oscar to slavery movies just to fuck with people. Right? There's a whole nation of black people out there. Yeah. And they're being programmed by this gang. It's just so sick. But yeah, there's a whole nation of black people out there, and we're here giving this a select few. You need more pieces, but it's up to you to find them, when most people still want you to make it make sense. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We got to do our own research, our own information. I mean, look, Arthur puts in the good work. Arthur's a black person you can look up to. I mean, they're right here in your face. That's what I'm saying. Why George Washington Carver? I mean, do you know much about him? Again, I'm not saying, maybe the guy did do something. Maybe he didn't find the research, Peanuts and shit. Nat Turner, all these people. Maybe, Eli Whitney, maybe they did have some important thing. But I think these people are all coded. They're all encoded, all born and died by the numbers. They're celebrities essentially of those days. Like, I don't trust celebrities now. I wouldn't trust celebrities from back then. It's the same thing. I mean, look at this, guys. It just doesn't end. MLK shares view on the filibuster in 60-year-old interview clip. And before I go on, MOR, guys, MOR, Measurable Observable Reaction. Well, his name is MOR Reaction Videos Decode. Puts a really good work as well. Brother from England. I feel like he puts a lot of content, and I think he needs more views on his stuff for people who like to watch gematria stuff as well. And there's plenty more people I promote as well, but I was just talking about black people putting out this work. 60 billion, nigger 60. MLK shares view on the filibuster in 60-year-old interview clip. I know Tachi's been streaming now. I'm really excited about that. We got nigger 60 clip, 60-minute clip, they said. Why am I on 2 CNN front? Why do I have 3 home pages up? I'm closing half this shit. 60-year-old interview clip. See? And what did I say at the beginning of the stream? See? 60. I said nigger 60. They're gonna do rituals with these numbers. 60-year-old clip. The most hateful word for black people equals 60. And it's right here on the front page. What does filibuster equal? Equals 68, like how he died in 68. Afro equals 68. So he's 63, the year JFK assassinated. Interesting. Racism 63.
There's this. What?
11:38. Minute 10 video. At least it's not a 60-second video. That's 70 seconds though. But Black 11. And then this is about Vice President Harris delivers remarks on MLK Jr. holidays. So we're going to have to watch this. Again, President Harris is an agent playing the role of some black vice president. I just don't understand. Why do people think she's a legit person? She's easily one of the worst first ladies we've ever had, and they've all been really bad. But if I had to play into the narrative and rank them, she's easily, if you rank them from least worst to worst, she has to be top 2, top 3. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying that, because I think I equally don't like any of them. But there's something about her I just absolutely do not like, and I can go on all day about that. But October 20th till today, her birthday till today, her 57th birthday till today is what? 90 days. 12 weeks and 6 days, 2 months, 29 days, 89 days. The 89 is a 24 prime. Wait, yeah, and the 11th Fibonacci number, Black 11. United States America 228, Death 228. I think from her upcoming birthday, they might hit more of this pattern though. Maybe not though. Oh, they do, of course. 93. 93, 9 months, 3 days. See? 93. MLK Malcolm X, the only date in history they ever met. They were 93 numerology. Black History Month 93. You know, big number stamped on black people throughout history, literally. And 9 months, 3 days from her birthday, she's here doing shit by the numbers. It's just the same exact patterns. Again, if you're new, why not just please ask, hey, I don't understand much about the 93. I'll elaborate more on it. I'll link you to Zach's first book, especially, that talks about it, right? His first big old book that's free explains all of these. And then if you go to his channel and ask them in the chat or send him a super chat or whatever, or even email him, he'll get back to you at some point and let you know. Again, there's too many people in this community that will let you know more about these patterns. They'll teach you more about these patterns. They will help you figure this crap out. So why would you, just deny this? Like, oh, no. Like, no, you got to absolutely have an open mind and be engaged and try to learn this if you actually want to see it instead of just denying it. And again, president equals 110. Sure, she's the vice president, but, again, it can be predictive programming. Again, she could become the next president when Joe Biden dies, and this is at 11:38. Death, clean murder, 38. Could be some predictive programming for Joe Biden dying easily. New York, the 11th state.
There's this, what he said in 1963. Let me play this for you. 1963, his interview about a potential Civil Rights Act at the time. They were still a few years away from passage. Here he was.
I think the tragedy is that.
Yes, good. I'm sorry. We're gonna play this. We have to see from. Actually, we'll watch this first, but I'm gonna pause the show. What we're gonna do? We're gonna watch this video and then see from July 5th, 1963, to when the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, and it shows again that he wasn't just talking about it before it happened and then it just happened to happen. No, this is planned. This is just one of their agents ushering in their plan.
Have a Congress with a Senate. I think the tragedy is that we have a Congress with a Senate that has a minority of misguided senators who will use the filibuster to keep the majority of people from even voting.
That was 1963. How do you reflect on that today?
I mean, I think it's sad that we are still in this place dealing with these relics of bygone errors, or that should be relics of bygone errors in terms of the filibuster. A rule that has been used to make sure that the United States still doesn't have anti-lynching laws, to make sure at the federal level, to make sure that we have stalled so much progress through this rule that actually prevents members of the Senate from actually doing their job, not even having to debate on legislation that opens up more opportunity.
It's just bullshit. First off, voting's fake. Second off, the Senate, all the votes to do are all controlled. Third off, it was a big distraction. I mean, again,
let me start with this.
Look at this.
Other,
what the fuck, this stuff? Oh my
recently
god.
having a meeting about.
I hate these autoplay things, but look what's going on now in this world. Rights and liberties being taken away. Everyone has to wear a face diaper, all this type of bullshit. And they're here talking about this. Anti-lynching laws. It's like, okay, they clearly have them still in place on the federal level as a symbol to mock you. Why are you going to sit here and, guys, I'm saying, sure, when shit, I get it. But here's the thing, that's what these people, they'll believe. But, you don't know what the world can happen. Things can get really bad, and one day they can actually lynch a black person because it's not against the law. It's like, you're worried about that? You're not worried about how they have all these measures in place, how they're ushering in this big surveillance state, and how things are that exact way now? Like, look, people are losing their jobs now because they're not doing certain things and shit, based on the agenda. It's already happening now. Why not care about that than some anti-lynching law that's not getting passed? You honestly think, in the world of social media, this George Floyd protesting, all these very, equality-focused, very, PC people, you think they're really going to allow... Sure, again, anything's possible. And again, if the government starts lynching people, first off, hopefully they're a bunch of these useless sheep, because good riddance. But second off, if they're going to start lynching people, again, by that time, shit's already hitting the fan. Again, it's hitting the fan already. I just don't understand how that's a concern. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't get how it's a concern. It's just not a priority when we're trying to, overcome what's going on now. Again, it's just more distraction. That's why I just see it, especially as a black person in this nation, a bunch of distractions. All they do is try and distract black people over race and all this type of bullshit. Good. I murdered my numbers that I was looking for. But first, we got to do that, May 5th. Oh my goodness. not May 5th, May 7th. I remember seeing 5/7. I want to make sure it's May 7th, not July 5th. It could have been July 5th though, so now I have to double check. I think it was July 5th, but regardless, I want to see from then to the Civil Rights Act.
There's this. What?
July 5th, 1963. So first, look at the date numerology of that. 5th of July, 1963. Day with 94 numerology. 179 days remaining, the 41st prime. Slave equals 31. Reverse reduction, slave equals 31. So 31, lifeless number. Order 75. I know, terror 94. There's something with that 94 that I'm unfortunately missing. Like, I'm sure it's really obvious too. Because the big 90 number with him is 95. But I know that they're doing some of that 94 as well. Maybe I'll check the chat if anyone has that. And I don't want you to tell me, like, obviously I should have thought of that. But maybe because my mind's in a rush. Let me just calm down and look at Civil Rights Act. And again, think about who was born in 1964. This agent, this piece of shit, Kamala Harris, this federal actor, born in 1964. This big civil rights number. And we're seeing that all over that MLK article earlier. So, enacted July 2nd, 1964. So, both in July. Interesting. July 68. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Even in the septenary cipher is 68. Or excuse me, it's 14. Like slave. But let's go back with the 4 base ciphers to keep it clean and simple. July 68. See? He was assassinated in 60. This is all predictive programming. Don't you get it? This is predictive programming for the slave, the Negro's death. Slave 14, Negro 22. Again, I'm calling him that based on this riddle. I'm not, being offensive or anything. Slave 14, well, he's a Negro though. Negro 22. And you can even argue he's a slave for the Jesuits. But anyway, slave 14, Negro 22, Afro 68, dying in 68, right? July equals these three. Also 40, 4 connecting to death. And then from, Civil Rights Act of July 2nd, race 27, racism 27. And then Selma came out on the 72nd, on the 359th day of the year, which is the 72nd prime, so that's also interesting. But look at this video, see? July 5th, 1963 till July 2nd, 1968. This is how you understand who's responsible, because these are always riddles and they always come out. Guys, I've ever seen, it's very rare I struggle seeing what they're trying to do with this. And if I struggle because I'm not thinking properly, it's all it is. It's not that I'm not doing a riddle, it's because it's like any riddle. If you can fail a riddle because you weren't thinking properly to solve the riddle. That's just how it works. 363 days. Span of 52 weeks, but race 36, racism 63. A span of 52 weeks. Government equals 52. The Civil Rights Act is a government, literally a government thing. Government 52. Prophecy 52. Prophecy equals 52, giving you his prophecy 52 weeks before. And again, I even think there's more of that number that I'm just, of course, missing right now. But because these are multi-layered rituals. Yep, Jesuits 22. Thanks, Shai Divine. Jesuits 22. I wonder why they call these notable accomplishments acts. Acts of 1812, right? Maybe Acts of the Apostles could have some biblical meaning with that too. Different kind of, Kamala is a babe. Yeah, I think you gotta look at other pictures of her. You might change your opinion. Unless that might be your, I'm not insulting you. Some people are into this, and that's, it's their personal thing. But maybe someone who looks like that turns you on, and that's your opinion. And I respect people's opinion when it comes to beauty. But, I think she's even one of the uglier, nastier vice presidents. It's all an act. Exactly, it is all an act. You mess up your spine counting on others to watch your back. That's a really good saying, and it's true. Hey, what's good, Sebastian? Hey, David Lovitz. 11-11 Memphis Real Tiger mascot presented against Cincinnati team. Wow. JFK's Camelot news story are real close to Kamala. Camelot. I need to check out his stories. Man comes from nature, therefore anything man-made is just nature in action. I've thought that as well. I just think, but the thing is, and the truth of that is, because someone can say, well, what about, but the thing is, nature's not always what? Beneficial. Like, just because it's natural in nature doesn't mean it's good for your health. So, it could be man-made poison, but it's up to your natural instinct to say, oh, this is a poison, I don't want it. But unfortunately, most people in this world, they love poisons. It's back. What's back? I hope what? Sarah's saying, oh no, it's back, and then T-Rose saying, huh. That's not good. I mean, if my stream's fucking up, to be honest, I'll probably close it. Because I've gone for a while anyway. Hey, what's good, Cable? Communist MLK. And I mean, I guess if the communist government says MLK do this, do that, he'll do it, so. Oh, the troll. Oh yeah, you guys can always do what you want with them. I mean, there's just so many mods here that. That's why, again, it's funny. I'm surprised there's even trolls here. I mean, most people have. Yeah, you guys can do. You guys can leave them if you want. You guys can laugh at them. I'm not trying to tell you what to do to them, right? If you guys are entertained by him, go ahead. You guys can unhide him, hide him, time him out, do whatever you want, juggle him around like a bunch of lions catching their prey. Fucking with them, whatever you want to do. I've just been ignoring him because. And if I'm reading chats, I'm gonna read chats from y'all that actually are saying something. You know what I mean? Not some troll. Troll coming here trying to be funny. He's not even one of the funny trolls. That's just the thing. Like, if he was at least being a funny troll, cool, but he's not. That's what I don't get. Like, why can't you troll and be funny? At least make people laugh. Yeah, I'm done with 10TV. I don't know why this came back up. I think that's it though. I mean, we've seen a lot of information. I was trying to keep this at an hour. You know how it always goes, though. It's hard to close it for me because I love chilling with y'all and showing stuff. Services, guys. FBI does no services. What do they do? Okay, sure. Okay, they do because they're trying to take your money. If you want fingerprinting, biometrics done, the FBI will do it for you for a very hefty fee. So yeah, they'll do that. They'll do expensive services to take your money. That's about it. Critical Incidents Response Group. I'm sure these people have been at so many false flags too. FBI has all these things. This is just so sick. Scientific analysis. Their laboratory is one of the largest and most comprehensive crime labs. Yeah, crime labs. They're a crime lab. I know what they mean by this, but I just love the wording. Created in 1932, the FBI laboratory is one of the largest and most comprehensive crime labs in the world. Yes, that's 100% true. It's a crime lab, a lab from criminals. Merck, all these places are crime labs. Training academy. This is the only thing I would even do. If I went to the FBI to shoot some guns, that's the most I would ever. Man, why pay them to do that? Why give them any of my money? They already take my tax dollars. National Academy. This all just seems very surveillance. I mean, look at this. Guys, it's not even NSA's website. It's the FBI's website. Information, name checking, FBI vault, documents that's been scanned. This is nonsense. Guys, they're not gonna release anything to you that's worth seeing, unless you can see through it and know. Maybe use it for some expose that they think the sheep won't do. I don't even look at this vault. This seems like a rabbit hole. I hate to use that term too, rabbit hole, but literally, it's like a vault, like a whatever. Like, you could be here all day looking for just nonsense. I don't even know. Civil rights. What do they have in the civil rights category? Anything with MLK being assassinated? That's anything important? Malcolm X. But there's Malcolm X. What do they say about Malcolm X? Well, This actually might be. See, that's what I said. If you had the eyes to see it, though, then it's worth looking at. Because there's going to be by the numbers, racist numbers, all sorts of shit. I mean, think about it. Malcolm X Little, part 1 of 24. Of course it is. I don't know why here's this 1 of 38, though, but I'd rather go off what's printed on the page. You can't help this number, this 39 right there, 103,99321. Died at 39. And we're not going to read this whole thing, but this is just a preview of what you can come in and look at. Detroit. Look at Malcolm X real quick. But Michigan, 46. 44, like black people. Died in NYC, though. I don't know if they're showing Michigan, Detroit on here. I don't know what this is for. The captioned individual has been subject of security investigation by the office. So that's what I'm saying. On February 17th, during Black History Month, 1953, they have this information from Detroit, the 44 city in Michigan. Black people 44, Detroit 44, Michigan 44. See? I mean, we're getting it from Malcolm X, who died at 44, and it with 44 numerology. Excuse me, he died at 30. He died at 39. That was a mistake. He died at not 44. He died at 39, but he died in it with 44 numerology. This guy's all by the number 44. He's a big 44 agent. Malcolm X equals 42, by the way, 93. But look when he died, February 21st, 1965. Guys, again, that's why I call it like a portal. Like now we found this out. You can literally spend months on these vaults decoding this shit. That's why I was afraid to click on it. I was like, man, because I can't go on forever. But 44, life lesson number. You see what I'm saying? I think his daughter or something recently died. And it was like 44 days from his birthday or something like that. Some relative to him died by number 44, killed 44, African American 44, Detroit now, Michigan 44, and this. I mean, what else you need to see? February 17th, 1953. Day with 37 numerology, 48th day of the year. Nigger does equal 48. Jesuit Order 72. FBI 17 and 19. So you get some FBI file, 17 day of the month of Black History Month. See, the 17th day of Black History Month, the FBI is doing this. 19. And you can say, well, guys, I don't know when Black History Month began. But here's the thing, I don't care if it began after the 50s. These people had this shit planned in advance. All these markings on it, May 4th, 1953. I'm not going to read all this, of course. I think we've seen enough on this. Carrying firearm. I don't know what this is. I could probably spend more time to see what it really is. Oh yeah, but to me it seems more anti-Malcolm X shit. Allah's going to open prison and all that type of stuff. He was like some Nation of Islam leader or person. Detroit. This probably had to do with his time there, if he was there. Yeah, Detroit Red. See, Malcolm was known as Detroit Red. This got to be a riddle. Detroit. So this guy's had, Nation of Islam, Detroit, Michigan ties. It's just, again, the Control F, the Wikipedia page, some FBI documents. You can just see how these are riddles. See, the Nation of Islam is in Detroit, Michigan, so that's why they're doing it. Again, with the 44 connection. That's why they're giving us this crap. Guys, you think they don't just contrive these things, these files? Even if there's some real information in this, give you a lot of fake crap to go on with it. Elijah, yeah, this is worth reading if you want to do more. But you see how you can go forever, and that's just the Malcolm X page. There were so many more things that weren't just Malcolm X. And maybe we'll have to come back here. But the only thing is they have 3. Wait, there's got to be more than 3 pages. They only have 3 pages of shit. Of all the things happening in this world, they have in this nation only 3 pages. They're clearly showing you what they want to show you. The Ku Klux Klan, this is Jesuit. Coretta Scott King, these are all Jesuit nonsenses. NAACP, that's the Jesuits. Nation of Islam, these are all the Jesuits, bro. Nothing for MLK though. That'd be nice if MLK's on this. But maybe we'll just leave it there then. Mississippi burning case. I'm sure that's by the numbers. Betty X. Oh, this is the wife of Malcolm X. Oh, we're in the civil rights section. That's why. Excuse me. So I forgot that we were still in the civil rights section. But yeah, if this interests anyone, vault.fbi. I'll put this in the chat. If anyone wants to do some research, you might get some good information here. I mean, we've already found some good clues. Vault.fbi.gov. This is official government documentation. It is official. If it's .gov, it's officially from the government. So this is official federal government propaganda, nonsense, rituals, and documents, which means it's officially from the Jesuit order. Gangster era. I'm sure you can find a lot of Jesuit ties in this. That's what I'm saying. Guys, Eric 777, this is the type of shit he shares. Again, I'm not saying he goes directly to the site, but he finds these old texts, things like written just like this, and shows you how their Jesuits are connected to this. Like if Eric 777 spent like a day on this site, I'm sure he'd find so much shit connected to the Jesuit order, laid out in plain English too. Organized crime, but notice how the FBI is not going to be mentioned in this. Guys, the FBI is organized crime. Al Capone, guys, this guy is controlled by the government. Al Capone, come on, that's clearly an agent for the Jesuit order, dying in 47. All these people are, again, these are Italian mobsters. Italian, Italy, the Vatican, the Jesuits. So you'll probably find a lot of Joe Gotti, kind of John Gotti. This is obvious. Jesuit Gambino, and they're just showing all the big popular. They're all here. So Jimmy Hoffa, the guys, they're going to give you all the shit they want you to see. But all the things they did behind the scenes with the Catholic Church, with the government, they'll never show you in this. Unless you look really carefully and maybe find something that you can connect with some common sense. Again, think about it. Think about how big these people were, and they only have 2 pages. Well, again, I know that they organize these. Frank Sinatra targeted of many extortion attempts. I'm sure those are all staged extortion attempts. Frank Sinatra is another agent for the gang. Like, Al Capone better have a lot of files. I don't even think this is enough, though. That's what I'm saying. They're clearly that's what I'm trying to prove. They're omitting information. Oh, maybe back then they didn't do a lot of paperwork for shit. Make your excuses all you want. If you think they're giving you every last thing they can give you, you're retarded. They're putting into their vault the things that they want you to see, that they're okay with you seeing. That's not too exposing. Let's close it out because I don't want to look any more of that. I mean, I'd rather save it for another video. You're watching this movie. What movie you're watching? The Matrix is March 31st, 1999 release date. The Matrix is March 31st, 1999 release date, 127 weeks before September 11, 2001. Wow. That's crazy. Frank Sinatra's kid got kidnapped. Yep, I'm sure it's by the numbers, Amber. Jimmy Hoffa and the FBI took the union pensions. Like now, the Colombo family in NYC now. That's really interesting. See, it's all this a cycle. And then, yeah, it's T-Rose watching the Capone 2020 movie. That's hilarious. You're watching Capone 2020 movie and we're seeing that. I love how things like that work. That happens to me kind of a bunch, It's kind of crazy how that works. Like, I'll be watching like maybe 2 streams, I'll watch 2 videos. Someone says one word, and I go back to the other stream or whatever, and then they say that same word. I'm like, wow, why? Of all the words, you're going to use that same word. It's crazy how that happens. But guys, maybe I'll save the FBI vault for another stream. I just feel like there's so much to look at right now. I just want to wrap this up. But guys, again, if you like my channel and content, at least you know that there's no lack of content. There's no lack of information here ever. I mean, how? Vault.fbi.gov will keep us preoccupied for literally forever. Not even forever. Like, you saw all the things on there. To go through every page, go through everything. You can spend your entire life on there. Just for what they gave us. There's plenty more that they're not giving us. There's plenty more that do not want people to know. Oh, nice. It says it's an hour, 43 minutes. Pretty much an hour 44. It's so close to an hour 44 too, which is hilarious. Jesuit Order 144. 143.57. You paused at 15:31 for a stream. Nice. Well, appreciate you pausing the movie for the stream. And again, I also want to respect your guys' time. If I keep streaming all day, you will just probably watch. I'm not sure that's too fair anyway, so I'll try to go maybe 10 more minutes tops and then be done. I think that's just very fair. 10 minutes tops. That's tops. Like, I can be done 2 minutes, 5 minutes. But I'm closing all the tabs. I've said enough today. I just need to force myself just to close the stream and move on and just again. What's the worst case scenario? I just stream again some other time, some other day, today even. I mean, I'm not planning on streaming today, but that's the worst case scenario. So I used to go to TMZ all the time. Maybe I start going to TMZ again. I just kind of got sick of it because the riddles were really good though. They were always really good on TMZ. I don't know. I just got sick of talking about this type of shit. Jim Belushi tuned up for new growing season. Cannabis biz booming. Like, is it just maybe 88 days from his birthday? Some marijuana number, cannabis number? I don't know. Some Jesuit order number. Let's see how many days from his birthday he's here. They're talking about this. That's just really how easy these can be. That's why I like TMZ, though. It really is this easy, though, all the time. You look at the celebrity they're talking about, how many days from their birthday, and then it's about the topic that they're in. Or the numbers for the Jesuits. June 15th, 2022. His upcoming, how old is he now? His upcoming 68th birthday. He's in the 67th year of his life. He needs to watch out, of course. 21 weeks and 3 days. Death 213, but 150. Illuminati 150. 149 to 35th prime. I don't know what cannabis equals. 54, 63, 27. Make sure this is published today, too. It is. 12:49. Is that Pacific time? Okay, so 3:49 Eastern. Interesting. I was just thinking about it. I know 3:49. I think it should be 70th prime, like Vatican 70, but marijuana. I spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be 88. 34, 65, so. And then you gotta do their name as well, Jim Belushi. You can also see when John Belushi died to this, they can sync this up with the death of John Belushi, absolutely. And that's the thing. If they have a significant sacrifice connected to them, you probably want to look at that too. So Jim Belushi, 4563. So I already see something here. Cannabis 63, like Jim. And it could have really been, really, this is the easiest thing you could have done, to be honest. I just like to do the birthdays first. Or at least pull that up because you're always significant when they do it from the birthday. And I think they're really strong riddles. But Jim Belushi and cannabis equals 63 as well. Today doesn't have that date numerology, 60, but John Belushi, who was sacrificed by the numbers. March 5th, so died 3/5. Okay, he died 3/5. 149 is the 35th prime, Catholic 35. You can, do pot, weed, get those gematria out. Because again, there's a riddle, they could be doing stuff like that, but he died at 33, of course. And then we do from today to March 5th. That should be pretty easy. That's pretty close. 47 days. 6 weeks, 5 days. You see, guys, again, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. I'm never trying to say, see, I got it, see how good I am. It's never me saying how good I am at this. I never want to promote that. It's not that, because it's never that. I'm trying to promote that how easy these riddles are. How easy these riddles are. I literally said it. We're getting numbers for marijuana, for cannabis, in this ritual. They're talking about him growing marijuana, his marijuana business, marijuana 65. 6 weeks, 5 days from the upcoming anniversary of the death of his brother. Again, easy riddles. That's what I'm trying to promote here. These are easy as fuck. They're clean as day, clear as day, and anybody can do this. Someone with an IQ of literally 60, 50, maybe even 40. Maybe I'm exaggerating because I think once you're at a certain level, you can't even fucking, blink your eyeballs. But, IQ of 70, 80, 90, they should be able to see this. I'm sorry. So these people think I'm so college graduate, I'm so smart. But they can't see this. They're just fucking retards walking around with pieces of paper they spent $100,000 for. That's all they are. 6 weeks, 5 days, like marijuana. Also that 47 days. I can't forget killing 47. See? This is so sick. You just find the root. What's the root thing of this? It's about Jim Belushi growing, right? Growing weed, growing marijuana, cannabis. Sure, they're not using the cannabis gematria in this. They use it for his name, but these are riddles. Like, they'll use the other term for this because it's a riddle. They're always riddles. That's how you solve any riddle. You don't be so one-to-one. Growing equals 48. See, growing, they put growing in quotes. See, growing in quotes, 48. It's what? 48 days. 48 days from the anniversary death of John Belushi. You see that? Also 1 month, 17 days. Today is 117. 48 days. Oh my goodness. See that? Growing 48. 33. John Belushi died at 33. Today's 48 days from the anniversary of that. He died in 1982. 2022 minus 1982. So this year will be the what? The 40th death anniversary. 40 connect to death 4. This is too much. I don't know. We did Belushi Gematria. I don't think it was 40 or whatever, but double check. Yes, 31. Oh my God, it's 40. It's 40 with the S exception. Guys, you see why I like TMZ? Why I came here? Because although I hate talking about celebrities and shit like that, because it's one of the things that always bored me. I never really care about celebrities and the shit they do. So I kind of stay away from it naturally, but I know it's important. People care about it. Belushi 40. The 40th year anniversary of the brother's death. We get this perfect ritual. Growing 48 days from the anniversary. Growing 33, died at 33. And marijuana 65 is 6 weeks, 5 days later. Or 6 months, 5 days later. No, wait. Oh, March. I corrected myself because I was like, May's not that far away, but it's not May, it's March. See? Again, I had to be so repetitive. I want to hammer this in. Marijuana number. See? Growing number. And also 33, like when the age he died. I want you to take all this in. And he even died in California. Big weed state. Equals the same thing as marijuana, 88. And he even died from drugs. Again, I'm not trying to even charcoal. Again, from their definition, yeah. I'm just going to use their definition of drugs and how marijuana is a drug. And I mean, if you want to scientifically argue it is, I wouldn't argue against it. Like I don't have to call things that drugs, but I guess scientifically, I mean, they alter you. I get it, but because again, drugs aren't bad. That's really what it means. It's not that drugs are a bad word. Is that they're not? They can be bad when they're made by this gang or when they are used improperly. But regardless, he's growing drugs. John died of a drug. I need to go to the chat because I hope you guys, again, the regulars, I know you guys understand it, but I always look for new people, anyone who's confused, to answer the question. Hey, what's good, Lucky Haskins? Good seeing you, man. Well, I'm just assuming you're a man, but if you're a woman as well, whoever's here. I mean, Lucky could go either way, I guess. And not to mention, it's not like everyone uses their real name here. Hey, no problem, Kayla. I'm glad you're here for this too. Kayla the Code Talker, excellent channel. Puts out excellent channel, and her the community section. She puts community posts on her YouTube. Shows you what's up. How these people strip these riddles by the numbers, especially in the world of sports. She shows you how it's all done by the code. So again, many people to check out who put out information. So I think we should end with this one. I don't want to. I think for a grace decode, we'll see the next article. Look, it's holding a fat J right here. I mean, that looks pretty cool, but man, maybe this could be filled with fucking, whatever. I mean, that doesn't have to be a joint. The fact that it's his YouTube channel, though, possibly, maybe it's real. I mean, I don't see the point to fake this, but, why not? Sorry, guys. Again, this is the grace. It's a grace deacon. We got to do it. Black guy, Stephen A. Smith. Again, you know my rule. Whenever there's a black guy here, we got it. Again, I'm not trying to be racist, but it's always the same racist patterns. So we got to do it real quick. Stephen, and on MLK Day, Stephen A. Smith, and talk about nearly dying. 103-degree fever. At least it's not 102-degree fever. Things that I'm happy about. It's not so fucking blatantly obvious mockery, but still. That's the 27 prime Jesuits 103. Race 27. See, if Stephen A. Smith equal 103, then that's when it's like, okay, this is awful. It's 68 though, and who died in 68? MLK. You see that? MLK dying in 68. Negro 76. Yeah, guys, all I'm doing, all I can regret is not being on TMZ even more. Because I stopped looking at this way, I think, for the past few months. I don't know, I shouldn't have stopped though. They never disappoint. There's like 10 TV, they never disappoint. The ESPN personality who returned to First Take this week. First Take equals 37, 62, 109, okay, 29 prime. I just want Sammy Davisman's birthday here. They're showing us this. Right, get COVID-19 numbers as well. Can't forget those. And then what's the next one? We probably want to talk about the next one. Yeah, Michael. See another black guy, Michael Jackson, black person. Michael Jackson impersonator kicking ass in Vegas. Here's how it happened. This is obviously staged. But again, I hate to say it, but we have to decode that. How many days from Michael Jackson's death? See, that's why I shouldn't scroll down, but it's going to stop. See, on that Tulsa pastor Michael Todd rubs spit on face of churchgoer. This is, some Jesuit nonsense. Freemasonry 58. Yeah, good. Michael 33. We'll see if Michael Todd has racist numbers, and we don't have to talk about that one. Then we'll be done. That's how I do TMZ. I do Grace decodes. See, Michael Todd. I said, let's see if his name has racist numbers. It does. Michael Todd. Wait, no, I could have spelled it wrong though. I'm gonna make sure. No, I didn't spell it wrong. Why the fuck would I? It equals 59. I got it right. Michael Todd, 59. See this? Just like what they quoted Dak Prescott saying, right? They equal 59. Talking about how they threw the trash on the refs and he said it was good for them or whatever. Let me see if it was good for them or something. Yeah, no, it wasn't good for them. It wasn't good for them, but go back and see what we saw. But it equals 59. Maybe Gomes will remember. Michael Todd, 59. See? Like Negro. That's why I wanted to decode this real quick. You see how my brain, I always let you know my thought process so you can understand what I'm thinking so you know how they do this shit. Negro 59, like Michael Todd. See that? And it's so sad because I go until there's no more, there's something I don't even want to bother decoding. Like, yeah, perfect. I don't want to talk about this. I don't care about this. Christina Hack, Joshua Hall equals 33. Not waiting to get hitched. Life's a beach right now. I don't care about these people. This inverted looking nonsense. It really does look like the way. And I'm sick of this type of shit. I don't care about this. I don't even know who these people are. Good. I won't even touch it. Is it coded? Of course. Is it a riddle from the Jesuits? Of course. But I don't even want to begin to touch it. So we're done with that. So, again, black guys spitting on face of churchgoers. This is black shaming, obviously, making black people look bad. I know he spit another black guy, but still, it's just black people look bad. Trying to make a point. Guys, pastors do crazy fucking shit. Honestly, I'm like, no, I'm not. Yeah, let's just say this was all real and organic, which it wasn't. I'm sorry, pastors, they do really crazy shit to prove their point in church. And I think if you go to church, you kind of automatically consent to that type of stuff, in a sense. Again, I know there's a line. I don't think that you should be spit on. I get it, but I'm sorry, you're going to be doing your wiggling around, acting like you're possessed and shit, all that type of stuff. You're going to. Again, I'm not saying this is the type of church they do that, but come on, these type of places, it's like, what do you expect? That's why I don't go to church, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but anyway. You guys see one from Michael Jackson died to this. 1146, probably seen it with the sacrifice. 1144. Again, these are MLK death numbers. Guys, I'm going really fast for this because I don't want to hold y'all here, whatever. Michael Jackson, 83, like murder, 52. Just from when he died, because that John Belushi riddle was really good. So that's why I'm really satisfied with TMZ. That's why I'm down to end the stream. I'm content. That was really, really good. Michael Jackson, June 25th, 2009. Isn't this when Steph Curry was drafted into the NBA? Because we had Pete Davidson and Steph Curry went to Davidson. Again, Caleb the Code Talker, who's in the chat, she pointed this out. During that when Steph Curry made his 3-point record, they had Pete Davidson there with a Michael Jackson sweatshirt on, and Steph Curry got drafted into the NBA the day Michael Jackson died, and he went to Davidson College. I think that's how it goes. To me, it always blows my mind how Steph 2000, because this guy seems so young to me. But then again, they enter these leagues when they're really young, so that's what makes sense. See, he went to Davidson, 2006, 2009, and in the NBA draft. I'm sure it was that then. See, and again, that Pete Davidson with a Michael Jackson sweatshirt on. Go to Kayla DeCoke. This is your perfect chance to go check out her channel. Go to her channel, subscribe first, go to the community tab, and then scroll down. You don't have to go that far, and you'll see this. You'll see her show you this. And he went to Davidson, and Pete Davidson was the one wearing the shirt. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm gonna say. How do you see something like that and call it coincidence? You gotta be just so stupid to think it's a coincidence. I'm sorry. You gotta be. There's no other explanation. June 29th, 2009. So we'll do June 29th till, when was this? I think it's today. They're publishing this. We can see when it happened, though. If you give us a day. Santana Jackson. His name's even Jackson. I mean, isn't Jackson 44 then? Or that's 59. Let's see. It's 44. It's Jackson 44. See? Today's and 116. African American 116. Today's MLK Day, the big 44 guy, died in 4/4. Civil Rights 73, 161. Being an African American 44, 116. Oh my goodness. And Michael Jackson's in that gang of, African Americans influencing people. Yes, if you're really young, this is supposedly a black guy. I mean, he was black when he was younger. They did some kind of technology to him and made him really white. Either that or it's a completely different person. I really think they just did something to him. I think it's been the same person. But regardless, this guy's supposed to be a black man. I mean, guys, when I was a kid, I thought Michael Jackson was a female, and this day I kind of still think he was. But since I was literally like 3, because my dad, he had a Michael Jackson album and had a statue of Michael Jackson on the cover. For the longest time I was a kid, I thought it was a woman, and I heard the voice, and you heard him singing. It was a really high pitched voice. I thought it was a girl. And I don't think I've retracted that thought. But anyway, let's do today, June 29th. Because Michael Jackson guy could still be alive. Even if he's Dave or not, I don't even know. The guy is just another one of the Jesuit agents. See, this is synced up with the sacrifice of Michael Jackson, the death of Michael Jackson. Death equals 38, killing 38, murder 38, RIP 38. 163 is the 38 prime. See that? And it's 163 days from the death anniversary of Michael Jackson. What else do you want me to show you? I mean, it's like, there's too many pieces of evidence in this episode. We're specifically looking up the death of Michael Jackson, death 38, 163 is a 38 prime. I think you get it. I'm going to move on because that's what I wanted to do. There's, of course, more here. Kill 44, but I wanted to just wrap it up because there was one more way to do. It was this, right? Yeah, from Stephen A. Smith's birthday till today, and then we're going to be done. So look at another. So this is Stephen. Now I look up Stephen. Wardell. Well, technically that's Wardell, Stephen Curry. And I think his dad ties in with that riddle, that June 29th riddle. I feel like his dad ties in with that somehow too. I don't exactly remember, but I feel like it was mentioned, I think by Zach or something. You know me, retaining sports knowledge is nigh impossible. I try my best though. October 14th, 1967. So today it's October 14th. Whoops. We can do his upcoming birthday too, real quick. 20, race number 271 to 58 prime. Freemasonry 58. Rosicrucian 58. But I want to do his past birthday. I love the really closer dates because they just love tucking in their favorite numbers that way. 95. You see, these are all MLK riddles. All of them. That's why we have all these black people on TMZ front page on MLK Day. Michael Jackson, Stephen A. Smith. The pastor who spit in someone's face. This is what spit equals real quick. 44. 64. You see what I'm trying to say? Civil rights numbers. African American numbers. They got spitting in the face. Michael Todd with the 59 name. God, these riddles are just too on point today. But again, it's MLK Day. Why would they not be? They love on holidays especially making everything so on point. So 95. Again, MLK died in date with 95 numerology, 95th day of the year, named after Martin Luther with the 95 Theses, right? And the Jesuits were formed to counter him called the Counter-Reformation, which equals 95. And that was the date with 95 days remaining. Guys, this Counter-Reformation is a legit thing. You can literally, that's why I love that term, because it equals 95, and that's what it's called on Wikipedia. It's literally called Counter-Reformation. See, it was the period of Catholic resurgence that was initiated in response to the Protestant Reformation. So the Jesuits counter that, and it equals 95. And the Jesuits were formed with 95 days remaining. And it shows that means they're using this English language easily in the 16th century. That's when this modern English shit was rolling out anyway. So I think that's it. That's the stream. I mean, after that, because again, I did my grace period stuff, and it worked perfectly. And we got down to the two fucking nasty looking couple, and I said, okay, we're done. So that's it. That's it. I mean, how long was today's stream? Yeah, 2-hour stream. It's like the max I would like to go anyway. So, hey Denise. Good seeing you, Denise. His dad's birthday is the day Michael Jackson died. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Tachi. I know I can count on you for these sports things as well. Wardell Curry. I think it's the first. See? Look at his birthday. And for another 64, too. I mean, come on. How, guys, there's just no way this is coincidence. Because, again, let's just say there was someone there with the Michael Jackson sweatshirt on, which is already beyond coincidence, and for that type of a thing, right? Here's how I think, and here's how a rational person thinks. Again, everyone, that's what I'm saying. I'm so rational. Everyone's trying to be all rational and all, I'm so logical. I'm so smart. Okay, if you're so rational and so whatever you're trying to claim to be, why wouldn't you see what is happening? Why is it so beyond your comprehension that basketball's fake as fuck? And that this is happening on the day Steph Curry breaks a big record in the NBA, a 3-point record, having the highest 3-pointers ever of all. I think that's right, the most 3-pointers of any player ever. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And that was, of course, on some Sandy Hook anniversary, shooting, all stuff like that. And that was the day that they were saying, oh yeah, we're gonna give the shots to kids. So shooting record. And then here we have June 25th, 1964. This is the day Michael Jackson died. Well, he didn't die this day, but this will be the day he dies. And they had Pete Davidson at that game wearing a Michael Jackson sweatshirt, and Steph Curry went to Davidson. So that's what I'm saying. If you're rational, you have to question then Steph Curry going to Davidson, and Pete Davidson of all people was wearing that. And again, it's Pete Davidson. It's Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. He's just now getting in the spotlight because he's dating her. I've never heard from that guy before. 6 months ago, I didn't know who he was. You see what I'm trying to say? So they're a very specific celebrity that not many people really know about because he's not that big. At least he wasn't before. He's wearing a Michael Jackson sweatshirt at that game. His name is Davidson, and that date is the same as the day Michael Jackson, right, died. It was the same day Steph Curry gets drafted to the Warriors, and that day is his father's birthday, who also played in the NBA. Do you see why I don't watch the fucking games? Do you see why I don't have to watch the games to know they're fake? And yes, I have seen the games. Just look at them; they're fake as shit. I've looked at the NFL. If you pay attention, you see how. Again, these people are paying millions of dollars, but they're letting these open threes happen all the time. They're sitting there looking around like, oh, who do I guard next? I'm like, guys, I played basketball for several years as a kid. I mean, I'm not super good, but I know how to not let people be wide open to shoot threes. And I was a child, so again, that's why I know this shit's fake. Steph Curry throwing the championship by trying to shoot a 3-pointer instead of trying to just go for a layup or a 2-pointer or something. He could have made 2 points in one. Instead, he goes for the 3 and misses on purpose. I mean, how do people not get how this shit's fake? It blows my mind. So yeah, I think that's the stream. Another good stream in the books. And the thing is, they can take this stream down. I don't care. The whole point is seeing all these riddles is shit we remember. I have no problem bringing this stuff up again. Kayla brought this to our attention, and I'm repeating the riddle to you now. So they took, God forbid, took it on her channel. That would be really bad. But you see how this riddle's not going anywhere? How we can regurgitate this riddle to people and show them what's happening. So YouTube can't do much. Yeah, Pete Davidson, do you not get it yet? Yeah, Kayla, it's just such mockery. It's just insane mockery. Hey, Paula Jones, good seeing you. Yeah, we're just wrapping up here. I have a 2 hour. Yeah, we're doing literally 5 minutes. Because I'm just gonna make it done in 2 hours. But I'm just gonna talk to the chat for the rest of the time, and I'm not gonna decode anything else. We've decoded everything. I mean, I'll give you like an encore to have a recap, like how this is 163 days from Michael Jackson's birthday, how this 163 days from his death anniversary. Michael Jackson impersonator fighting in Vegas. This seems more. I don't want to say this is a skeleton-looking thing. It looks more like a pirate thing. I don't want to call things out that aren't really what they're doing. Here's a wrestling match here. Showing us all WWE stuff. This guy's name equals 59, like Negro, and this all coming out on MLK's birthday. I think the best one though is this Jim Belushi thing. Oh my goodness, I love this riddle. 48 days from the death anniversary of John Belushi. Growing equals 48. Marijuana 65. It's 6 weeks, 5 days later from the upcoming anniversary. It's just too good. Plus more that we saw. Growing Belushi is the name of the show too. We gotta see what this equals. 74, 88. Marijuana 88. That was the first number we're looking for, right? I said marijuana 88. So California 88, where John Belushi died. The marijuana number 88. And growing Belushi equals 88. Oh my goodness. Wow. Guys, this entire stream, we've been calling out numbers, like the exact numbers, and we see them. Remember? Well, the first time I said, with Anne Frank, we said, okay, is the suspect going to have numbers for Jewish in his name? And his name equaled 88 like Jewish. We saw it with marijuana 65. We saw it with this. Everything we're calling out just keeps coming true. That's why I do this live decodes to show you how you can call it the number beforehand, call it the pattern beforehand, and you get the exact number, the exact pattern. And again, I don't know how that would improve to anybody. That's impossible to do. As consistent as we do it here, it is impossible to do that. It's impossible. If it's all random, getting anything on anything, it's literally impossible to get that way without there being a pattern behind it. That's why call deniers retarded. Like, you gotta be retarded to not see how it's impossible to call it number 88 here consistently with no pattern, without any prior knowledge of a pattern. I can't get that lucky guessing, again, since it's anything on anything, 1 through infinity. But to even be fair, 1 through 1,000, 1 through 500, to get it that right every single time, that goes against all laws of statistics, all laws of everything. Hey, Carlos, good seeing you. Hey, Neiman Marcus. I'm glad that y'all say shit in the chat so I can give you the wrench. Michael Obama. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Today's her fucking birthday. I didn't even say anything about it. Yeah, today's her birthday. Oh my God. Because we could have. It doesn't. She's another civil rights act or agent. Civil rights 64, born in 64. I'm surprised there's no Michelle Obama stuff on the front page. We'll just maybe type her in. Maybe someone else talking about it. Michael Obama, exactly. It's what it is. Yeah, they're gonna tell you about it. It's their birthday. Sunset kiss. It's just so sick. Guys, if you don't know, I don't like these people whatsoever. I absolutely hate the Obamas. I've made that very clear. I do. I hate them. I hate how. My biggest thing is I hate how you can't say shit about them. I hate how if you say anything against Obamas, if you're white, you're automatically a bigot. That makes me so mad. How sick is it? Guys, these people are so sick. They're so terrible. And God forbid, talking bad about them, that just makes me sick to my stomach. 2:39 p.m., the 52nd prime. Government 52, President 52. See, to let you know that, Obama's 60 right now, nigger 60. This is their Twitter. Kissing probably in Hawaii where they're living or something. sipping on could be water. I mean, this could be just a completely that stage. I mean, she does look drunk, but she also just has an ugly looking face for obvious reasons because it's Michael Obama. Again, guys, there's videos of her penis jiggling through her pants. I mean, this is a confirmed nigga. Like, and no, it's not just something else. There's multiple videos of her dancing around, walking around. You see a penis and balls bopping up against. Yeah, for her birthday, let me show you this. I mean, you can see her dick bopping up against her pants. I mean, this is the first lady of America. Michelle Obama penis or dancing in Ellen. You can do either one, but this one's easier. Oh, they watch, yeah, this one. I know they have other little cuts, but they show you the fucking thing, and it's just good. Look at this. Look at that. You can clearly see it. Oh yeah. See, I was kind of talking through that. So I'm gonna mute it because they're playing some copyrighted music. But again, worst case that happens, like I usually get a copyright claim. Some places will give you a strike, like WMG. They straight up strike your shit, I think, but I'll be fine. I was talking over it quite a bit, and I don't care about copyright claims. Wait, if I put in 2x speed, I did not mean to do that. I think I'm so used to watching shit 2x speed, I just did that. Look at this. You can clearly see it. Like, what else would that be? It's the same shit. It's literally, you can even see like the outline of the dick. It's literally balls in a dick. There's nothing else to say. It's nothing in her pants. There's nothing else it could be. Hell, they have that out there. Kind of makes it hard to see now with that thing, but you can see it. Like, what else? How do you explain that? And then there's another video of her walking down the stairs holding her dick and tucking it in. This is Michael Obama. Look at that. It's a big cock on their former first lady of the United States of America. So on her birthday, I'm going to show you that this is what she's not hiding. She's not hiding it all from you. It's because we live in a nation of retards who don't get it. I tried showing my parents. They denied it. Of course, my brother got it. He got it. He's like, yeah, it's you know. So again, yeah, I mean, I don't have nothing else to say. Again, guys, I am an evidence-based person. If I'm going to come out and say, yeah, that Michael Obama's a nigga, I'm going to show you the evidence of why I think so. And not just the face. I mean, look at her. Look at him. Yeah, you're right, Shed Divine. I got to use the correct pronouns for Michael Obama. Michelle Obama was born on Betty White's 42nd birthday and James Earl Jones' 33rd. Yep. That makes perfect sense too. Betty White with the 42, 33, also that 42, 33 pairing. Yeah, yuck, man. It's just like, yeah, shoot first, ask later. Exactly. I would love to do that. But again, guys, I don't know what to show you. I don't know what to say. The evidence is right here. We've seen Jacinda Ardern's flopping around. We see Michelle Obama's flopping around. So yeah, happy birthday, Michelle. It just blows my mind how people don't get this. I guess I've been trying to think what else it could be, but I stopped thinking because there's no reason to think. I mean, there's no reason to think further about that particular thing is what I meant to say. But yeah, I mean, the body frame, there's more. Yeah, exactly, Carlos. It's the body frame, it's the penis, it's the face, it's the fact that they called him Michael a bunch. I mean, and I think that he called her Michael on purpose to mock us. I think it's mockery. I think he knew what he was saying. Like I don't think he accidentally calls Michelle Michael. Maybe offset they do, but I think they call her Michelle. They call him Michelle, but then for that particular video, he calls her Michael because he was like, "Hey, let's let them know hint to him what's going on." Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Al. It's the video I'm looking for. And then here's a link to the lady who coined the term First Lady, Dolly Payne Madison. Yeah, this is my favorite one. Again, all the girls in the chat. I mean, you're an answer. Have you ever had to grab? I mean, again, all the females in the chat. I know you don't do this. You don't walk around.
Before we depart,
See?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Jeremy speaking.
I'm just gonna mute it because I'm gonna keep replaying it. It's gonna be annoying with the sound anyway. Girl, like all the females here, you've never done that. Maybe you have to scratch yourself, but she's not scratching herself. You see that? She's trying to wiggle, and you can see the dick jingling. What else am I supposed to say here? Why is your hand there? Why are you trying to hold it for the camera? She knows the cameras are on her. Why are you trying to hide? Because right, she knew she left the crib right without her, her dick tying mechanism, whatever she uses to tie her dick around her legs, she knows it's like leaving the house without your bra on, right? You know your boobs gonna jiggle everywhere, so you're gonna maybe act a little different and not have them so exposed. It's the same here. She leaves the house without her dick tying mechanism, her cock tying contraption, and she knows this. So she's trying to hide it, but it's not working because her dick's really big because she's a big black woman, a big black man. I know I called it big black man. It's what it is with a big dick. This is what it is. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have another explanation for this. If she had a very feminine figure, then I'd start investigating other things. But no, her figure's manly, her face is manly, and she's holding her in. Women don't do this. Women don't do that. They don't hold their cock. And then Joan Rivers is saying it here, letting you know.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. She does it.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, enough. There's just again, the evidence is there. That's Michael Obama. Today's his birthday. Hate speech. Yeah, they'll say it's. Yeah, that's what it's 66. Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole point. Wick News. Baphomet is a hermaphrodite, so they do that to pay tribute to Baphomet and also to confuse people, to make people. So the biggest thing I think why they expose it. Why they expose that shit? Because I think it's sick how they have these just complete, inhuman people essentially. Again, like you're naturally human, and then what happens? People are, oh, there's like Angelina Jolie. Oh, Angelina Jolie's so hot. So what do? They get plastic surgery and shit to look like Angelina Jolie, when women will never look that way because Angelina Jolie doesn't have female features anyway. It's just like stuff like that. I think it's sick as fuck. It gets people confused. It pays tribute to Baphomet. And it's part of people's agenda. And again, there's obvious examples like this that you can expose, that you have all the evidence you need. That no one can say, oh, you're just, saying this or that. Yep. And then Joan Rivers died having dental surgery. Yeah, dental surgery. Yep. Joan Rivers is probably another one. Joan Rivers is probably one of those too. Yeah, the Williams sisters started out as the Williams brothers. Estrogen tribute to the battle of the sexes. Interesting. About this last part, because they're another obvious group. Yeah, the Williams, Serena, and Venus. Penis Williams. That was good, Joey. Good seeing you, man. Cocktraption. Yeah, that's what it is. A cocktraption. Yeah, I did see that 66. I didn't point it out because I was like, okay, I see the 66, but I didn't know exactly. Like, sure, I get it. 66. Number of the beast, Satan. Talking about Baphomet. I definitely get that now. I get it with that, and I think that's what they're doing. Number 66, talking about. That. Yeah, Venus and Serena are as obvious. Oh my goodness. It's just there's plenty of obvious ones. I think a lot of them are honestly obvious. But these are just top tier, top S tier obvious ones. Again, I'm not here being bigoted or being mean anyway. I mean, this is just what, again, to me, I've always said this is even, if you think about it, it's pro-trans. Because think about if you're trans, would you want people infiltrating, the trans community who aren't even really for your trans movement? They're not trans at all. Well, they are, but they're not like, not because they're doing it because that they felt it. It's like all an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like they have an agenda with this shit. You should be, like, if you're trans, you should be against this shit. So I don't get this whole, I'm trans, it's not transphobic at all. What the fuck is that? No, this is sick. This is a sick riddle. You have two niggas right here who don't even, I mean, I don't even care if this is not one of the sisters. I think this is one of them too, but still, this might even be them, but it's the same. Most of these tennis people are that. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to look at. I mean, come on. It's just, it cannot be any more obvious. And again, they play rigged fucking tennis too. On top of that, the games are so fucking fake. The rituals they participate in are so fake. They're just big, bold black women. No, see, the thing is, this is an insult to black women. How can you be a black woman and have people sit around saying, oh no, this is all black people? No, black women don't look this way. Sorry. Some might look close, and by close I mean like 30% of the way, but no. No. Yeah, yikes. Trans world sports, exactly, the mockery. That's a really good point. They have a trans world sports. Why do you think they call it that? Yeah, that shit is scary, Chiro. I know. Titles already shut that bitch up. They were little boys. They were grim since they were babies. There's a video on a channel called Trans World Sports where they show them as kids, and you can clearly see two little boys dressed as girls. I've seen pictures of them as kids before. I haven't seen a Trans World Sports interview or anything, but I definitely know what it is. Hey, Oliver. Yeah, deep. Yeah, it's definitely deep, and I think it's sick. That's why, I mean, I think the entire world should, and want to expose this and not say, oh, it's, phobic or anything like that. It's, again, I'm not trans at all, so I can't put myself in their shoes, but if I tried to, I think I'll be mocked by this. Like, essentially, like, if you're a trans person, you're being mocked by the Jesuit order with this type of shit. I hope you understand that. You're being mocked. So, again, that's why I don't think you should support this shit, because you're literally being mocked. Why would you want to be mocked by the Jesuits? I never got why people like being mocked by the Jesuits. Never got it. I think people need to be, helped and understood and maybe worked with, and not, shamed, mocked, and put down, no matter who you are, what you're doing. Because I'm out for people killing themselves because they feel bullied and shamed and all that type of shit. I think people need to be understood and then maybe, worked with. Because maybe you can't help them. So, I don't think you should, have them kill themselves over it or anything like that. Oh, no problem, Grayson. I'm glad you love the content. I'm really glad. This is good, really good to hear. I know you're welcome for going. You're welcome, and I'm glad I can go in on that. Your comment alone, I'm really happy to see that, because if I'm going to go longer and show stuff, I hope I'm showing information that people like. It's a deception that's so sickening because they are deliberately tricking they're deliberately tricking the public. Exactly. So again, it really just makes the LGBTQ community look bad. I'm just gonna say it does. Like, that's why I'm thinking they shouldn't be for this shit. But they would. Oh, they're strong. Who cares? Who cares if they're this? I mean, who cares? They're mocking you. You should care. They love to use the term "who cares" all the time. Like, it's pretty clear that everyone should care. 11 and 12-year-old Venus and Serena Williams on Trans World Sports. Wow.
Now for part 2 of our series, in which we look back at the talented youngsters to have
All right, guys, we're gonna watch this and finish it off with this. I'm gonna have to just hard hand in the sand. This is our last video. Then I'm gonna close the stream.
profiled on Trans World Sport long before they became sporting superstars. This week it's tennis aces Venus and Serena Williams.
Oh my god. Trans World Sport. This is so funny. It's such
Konnichiwa. Bonjour. Hola. Hola.
Hola, yeah.
Well, Japan is equal. She's saying konnichiwa, that's Japanese. Japan 42. She's saying bonjour, that's France. France 47. 42, 47 could be throwing that in here. Just want to point that out.
Hola.
It was November 1992 when Trans World Sport travelled to the United States to film with 12-year-old Venus Ebony Star Williams and her 11-year-old sister Serena Jamaica. We spent the day with them at the Rick Macy Tennis Academy in Florida.
Here's a question I'm sure you've been asked more than once.
Yes.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Tennis player. I would like to be a tennis player.
If there's something else you want to be, what would it be?
A veterinarian. I think I'd be an archaeologist.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, these are two young boys given puberty blockers. It's just so sick. This is sick. Guys, do you think they wanted to be given puberty blockers? See, that's what I'm saying. It's an insult to everyone. I mean, like, how it really goes is that someone who's trans, they might be born, they might call gender dysmorphia, that whatever it is, they feel the need to do this, and they go and do it without, some Jesuit coming in. Sure, I know there's media influence, stuff like that for other people, but like, you can't lump them all into that one category. So again, you say this insults someone who undergoes those blockers because they want to. These people didn't want to do that. They're born into this shit, and this shit's being done to them, and that's fucking sick. I mean, again, I think it's all sick no matter what, but you know what? People should also do what they want.
What interests you about?
Because I'm not anyone's authority. That's the thing. I'm not anyone's authority. If you want to do, if you want to do what you want to do, I'm not, I don't do what thou wilt, that type of shit. But I think it all goes down to, I'm not trying to tell people what to do or how to live their life, and that's kind of how I've always gone, Because then how am I different than the government or the authority telling people what to do? Sure, I can advise people, I can explain things, but to tell you what to do, I think it's up to you to make those decisions, or the people around you, if you want to seek their advice.
Tennis player. I would like to be a tennis player.
If there's something else you wanted to do, what would you think?
A veterinarian. I think I'd be an archaeologist.
Really?
Yes.
What interests you about archaeology?
Mostly dinosaur bones, and then after that would be Indian civilization.
Pretty unusual career. If you were a tennis player, who would you want to be like?
Well, I like other people to be like me.
That's a good answer.
Very wide smile.
Born in Compton, California, one of Los Angeles' poorest suburbs, we learned that it was their father, Richard, who started them playing tennis before they were 5. He saw sport as their ticket out at the ghetto.
I had watched the tennis match on TV, and I really didn't see the match. When the match was over with, and they was giving this young lady $40,000 because she won the tournament. And I figured since I worked for $52,000 all year, and this girl make $40,000 in 4 days, I knew I was in the wrong business.
Venus and Serena were the only daughters born to Richard and his wife Oracene, who married in 1980. Oracene had...
So he's literally saying he did this to his sons for money. I mean, how sick is that? I wanted to make more money, so I just took my 2 sons, sided with the Jesuits, and did this. And again, I think it's deeper than that even, but still, it's just sick.
$40,000 in 4 days, I knew I was in the wrong business.
44.
Venus and Serena were the only daughters born to Richard and his wife Oracene, who married in 1980. Oracene had 3 daughters from a previous relationship. To further develop their talent, Richard moved the family to Florida so that Venus and Serena could enroll at this tennis academy. They'd been here in the Sunshine State for a year by the time we met up with them. Back then, many in the American tennis world were already aware of the potential of the Williams sisters. Venus had played 63 junior tournaments and won them all, and Serena had won 50 of her 52 competitions. What set them apart was their outstanding athleticism and power.
What do you think is the best bit of your game?
Well, the best part of my game? Go ahead. Go. I think it would be my return serves or my backhand.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that something you're working on at the moment?
Yes, I was.
What about you, Serena?
My backhand down line is my best shot. It's my favorite too.
Is it?
Yeah. All right.
However, when the family moved to Florida, Richard withdrew his daughters completely from the junior tennis circuit. He wanted to protect his daughters from the intense competition and allow them to concentrate on their studies. He believed that some girls were entering the competitive tennis arena far too early.
These girls, they're not developed physically nor mentally. They're not ready to play, and it haven't worked yet. And the third reason they shouldn't come out that early, it's too hard on the families. It tears the family to pieces. And we are a great family. And bringing the girls out late or later, it'll be better all around for the family, for the girls, for tennis. So in our case, we'll come out later.
So at this stage in their development, tennis was limited to just practice sessions that were overseen by their father, who had this to say about 12-year-old Venus.
Every champion that lives has 4 main qualities, and she has all those qualities. And you can't teach them, you have to be born with them. You have to be rough, you have to be tough, you have to be strong. And mentally, you just have to be unbelievable sound. She has every quality to be a champion, and she will be. And that's what makes Venus Venus. And Serena, it's something like a pet bulldog. Once she get a hold to you, she won't let go. Serena plays angles better than any woman or any man I ever seen play. And she's so
I just like
strong.
how I just like it to go any woman, any man, just talk like that. Just like, I mean, look how he said that.
Better than any woman or any man I ever seen play tennis. And she's so strong. And she hits the ball so well with a ground stroke. And her hands are just unreal. Serena probably be a better player than Venus. That's not to compare my girls, but she will be.
There's some homework. You can probably go to their record, see who's the better one. So I think it was clear who's the better one. Like, I just don't remember. But whoever, maybe that's from predictive programming right there.
This glowing view of the sisters was reinforced by the Academy's owner, Rick Macy, who had previously been the coach of a young Jennifer Capriati.
There's no doubt in my mind, you know, I've worked with enough good kids and pros. Both kids definitely can go as far as they want. I think the day will come that both kids might play each other in the finals of a Grand Slam. I think both of them have the capabilities to be top 5 in the world. Richard's very fortunate. It's lucky you get one in the family, but he has 2, and both the girls have that ability.
Venus want to win Wimbledon. Serena want to win the U.S. Open. And when I think about that, there are times, you know, I wonder what would I do. And I know what I would do now. I would go back to the ghettos of Compton and get some of those gang members who used to protect my daughters from other gang members. And I would go get the members of the Crips and bring them to the U.S. Open and Wimbledon. And they would sit in box seats. And they would sit there and watch my daughter. And it would give so many other kids the opportunity to see that they can do it.
Fuck.
And they would remember Venus and Serena. They would say, boy, they did it. I can do it. That's that little girl used to live on Marlborough Street, that little poor girl. And what they actually said, that little poor girl daddy drove that old Volkswagen, you know, that broke down. So, yes, I think sometime about them winning the big ones like the U.S. Open and Wimbledon, and we will win them one day.
This really might be trans rules. Funny, Maria Sharapova now, another suspect motherfucker. I mean, come on, this is what it's all about. There's a reason they probably call it trans world sport. It's probably the mockery. But come on, I mean, bring the Crips, it's just stupid. Then the truth about the relationship with their father, and then that's probably not even the truth. Nikki Swift, Nikki Swift, they don't think they give you. I've seen Nikki Swift, another agent, disinfo agent. They don't give you anything. Richard, the dad, born in 42. Yeah, Rick, Dick. Seeing a pattern here. The dad's name is Dick. 12-year-old penis. It's just mockery. Big man hands. Yeah, exactly. You guys can see it. They're very straight. Their bodies are super straight looking. It's just. Yeah, it's just Mocha movies. It's called Trans World. It's like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, if I was a trans person, I'd be outraged. I'd feel so mocked. I'd feel incredibly mocked by the Jesuits. That's why I don't get why they support this shit. Like, how would you support that? If there's anything that's transphobic, it's that. It's what we just saw. I mean, let's take 2 girls, or 2 boys turn to girls, and then come on. Against their will? They probably did it super young and early. The kids probably never even knew. Who knows? Let me hop in my car and follow them. His broken down Volkswagen. Yeah, he wants to laugh, exactly, because he knows it's just a joke. Yeah, exactly. Gang members won't come and touch her. The gang members are trying to recruit the little. They're protecting. Yeah, the gang members are. Again, I know girls can be in gangs too. I'm not saying that, but again, they're probably 2 little boys. Like, the gang members wanted them, to be the next big boys in their gang. What is taking so long is why. I'm in the stream right now. I really am. I was serious about that being the last one. Even just to prove my point, I'm gonna right click, close other tabs, and there you go. Oh shit. Someone did share. Someone did share that link to someone else though. Oh, nice. It's good knowledge for ignorance. You have an Anne Frank decode. Good, man. There was a Wikipedia link someone shared though. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not tripping. There was. It was next to what Outlaw shared. Oh. Dolly is the first. Oh, that was Michelle. I see. Dolly Madison. Yeah. Quentin Turner, first lady, the wife of James Madison. Again, it's a portrait. It's easy harder to say, tell, but even then, I know it was the 1800s. They were really doing this stuff a lot. So maybe before then they weren't doing much of it. Oh, knowledge for ignorance. Puts out good ass music. Absolutely, check out his music here on YouTube. And here's his Instagram as well, which I'm gonna follow him. I don't go on Instagram much. Well, I'm already following him. That just proves my point. I don't go on Instagram much, so I don't even know what I'm following on here. Yo, I'm reposting a decode I did Sunday along with a couple split pics of my friend and Anne Frank at the same age. You did the decode Sunday because of the resemblance. Huh, that is really interesting. That's awesome that you did this pic. I mean, this shows it's pretty interesting. Is your friend Jewish? I was wondering because she has, you know, just to, again, before YouTube goes what's a trip. No, I like how people from different parts of the world, ethnicities, have, you know, similar features to those people. You know, I like how people look different across the world, and they have certain features. Like, you know, a Japanese person, their eyes are different than Koreans. Like, I think I've always liked stuff like that. That's why I'm asking for YouTube trips. Of, oh, why do you care? It's like because I like people around the I'm interested in that. I mean, sorry. I know YouTube wants a world where everyone looks exactly the same, but I'm not for that shit. It happened in Bergen and Belsen, Germany. Bergen, Belsen, 54. Like Jesuit Order, 54. Germany, 34. 38, 83, like murder. Death and RIP, 20 to 38. 20 and 38. You know, Anne Frank died there. 83 is a reflection of 38. She was born June 12, 1929. They say she died from typhus and exhaustion. Typhus, 26, 28, killed numbers. Sacrifice, 46, 62. Yeah, it's a good decode, man. The Jesuit Order are responsible for the death of Anne Frank, if she even died. Which, and this thing is, even if she didn't die and she died later in life, they probably went to her crib and killed her. You know, when she was older. I mean, that's the thing. Regardless, she died at the hands of this gang, I'm sure. And no, I don't think that she's a CGI person. You know, I know they do that to us a lot, but no, I think this is a real girl being used by the Jesuits. You know, very sickly. That's why I'm technically a supporter of Anne Frank. I do. I support Anne Frank. I think she's being used against her will. Technically, even the Williams. You know, again, I can't. It's hard for me to, you know, how do you point fingers at these people and not like them? Like the Williams brothers, Anne Frank, maybe even Michelle Obama. I think these people are at a young age against their will being fucked with. I think it's really sick. Well, will I read her diary? No, I don't read the diary. I've made sure to never read that book. Why? Because I don't read boring ass books. In school, I never read the books they gave us. I would do the cliff notes. Guys, in college, there's this book we're supposed to read. My friend found some really detailed cliff notes. I took the cliff notes, used the cliff notes Wikipedia, wrote my report, got first place, and got my name on a plaque for a book I didn't even read. It's just because the cliff notes were so detailed. I mean, this is with cliff notes on Wikipedia. It's again, why waste my time reading a stupid book? Ben Canvas laugh. What's up, Juan Doe? He was turned into a girl involuntarily. That's pretty funny. Yeah, again, you know, I have support for Bendis too. You know, anyone where this shit's happening. I mean, even you know, I pretty much support everybody. If you're not here trying to fuck over everybody, you know, I support you. So yeah, Ben Canvas laugh. I hope to see him again around here. Yeah, no problem, Shy Divine. But yeah, I'm gonna close the stream now. Yeah, exactly. In the diary of Anne Frank is in Dutch, right? So it's not even her diary is definitely not in English. So that's also the thing. Why would I should read some translation? I mean, they could have mistranslated half of it. It's tempting to talk to, but it's already 5 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna do something at 7. So I probably use 2 hours to do some other stuff. So it's tempting, but we've seen so much information, man. 5 minutes 6 seconds. I mean. Okay, Touch, since you're asking, I will do 5 minutes, 6 seconds. If I have my phone, here's what we're going to do. Online timer. I'm going to set an online timer for 5 minutes, 6 seconds. And as soon as it beeps, I'm just going to hit the stop button. I might even say bye. I won't even check the chat and say bye, so I'm saying my goodbyes now. Because you know what else? See someone else, say, oh, someone just joined, keep going. So once this timer hits, we're going to be done. I think Twitter will have some things for us. Oh, I was thinking Cleveland.com or Twitter. Twitter looks stupid. Yeah, Hornets and Knicks. Oh, good. Atachi's post. Good. I'll let the guys. If you're not following Kings R56, on Twitter, you're making a huge mistake. Guys, let me put this in perspective. He's been banned from Twitter dozens of times at this point, or at least a dozen times. But see how he has 184 followers? I mean, people keep following him because he puts out good information. Let's just prove it to you. He keeps making new accounts, and people keep following him because it's good information. Atlanta and Milwaukee playing on, and he gives you, he'll let you know about some free sports picks he gives you. I mean, I've shared a lot of his picks on here, a lot of his videos with picks. If you followed all of them, even the ones that, a couple that didn't pan out, most of them work. So you just make money off his picks, his free picks. Atlanta and Milwaukee playing on 117. The 117th World Series involved Hank Aaron, who played for Milwaukee and Atlanta. Wow. See that? They're playing today. And the 117th World Series had Hank Aaron, or involved Hank Aaron, who played for Milwaukee and Atlanta. Now they're playing today in 117. This is fake. That's one thing. Oh my God, I said the NFL, the NBA, no, the MLB, but they're all fake. But the MLB is fake as fuck. Hi, Cleveland is trending today. I was going to go to Cleveland.com. Stephen A. is just a piece of shit actor. I knew that way before knowing how rigged script games are. Exactly. See? And Cable X Gematria, if you don't follow him, definitely do. He puts out videos constantly. Really good dude. Mackenzie, good dude. I know, yeah, he's a big Cowboys fan, but guys, he knows the games are rigged. He just, again, if you're growing up really liking these teams from a young age, you might still have that kind of nostalgia connection to them. But he's one of the few that he likes the sports, but knows that they're rigged as fuck. And to me, again, that's all I care about, man. That's why everyone knows that they're fucking fake. He definitely knows that. I mean, he's showing me a lot of decodes and everything. But promoting Cable's work. MLK Day Jesuit Rituals. Yep. Oh wait. Oh, he's sharing my video. Okay, this is mine. I didn't realize. But he does. Cable X does also stream. He puts out decodes as well. So definitely check him out. Browns? What's Cleveland trending? Someone is snowmobiling down Euclid Avenue. Yeah. There's a Euclid Avenue in Cleveland and in Columbus too, actually. But Euclid, Euclid's 47 problem. Ohio equals 47. The capital, Columbus, equals 47. Maybe it's trending because I'm in Ohio and they show you shit like this. Oh, because of all the snow too. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to live in Ohio, you don't like the snow. Cleveland's the worst place to be because Lake Erie makes it just so cold and like snowy and shit. It's kind of a reason I don't live up there. Nothing against, I don't mind. I've only been there, Cleveland, I'd say like 5 times. I don't remember though. I haven't been there in like maybe close to 10 years now. Wow. This is Cleveland? Holy fuck. I'm so glad to not live here. This looks awful. Well, let's go to cleveland.com real quick. And we have that timer. So let me, oh my God, let's see. How much snow do your North Coast community get? This is probably weather warfare. Guys, weather warfare aside, they do get like snow because of the lake. But again, it gets exacerbated by this gang. Cavaliers and Nets live. Return home, take on Durantless Brooklyn. See, this is how they get you. See, what if Brooklyn still wins, though? I don't know, guys. I haven't done the decode. Don't put any money on what I'm saying. But if Brooklyn, maybe we'll check tomorrow. If the Brooklyn wins, we'll see. See, they say Durantless Brooklyn, and they still win. So they fucking steal your money. And you get 117. Ohio, the 17 state, 1259 to 17 prime. Buckeye 117. So of course, I think Cavs will be playing today regardless, right? But the thing is, no, they don't play every day, right? Today's a Monday. The Cavs wouldn't have to play today, right? Some teams aren't playing today. So they have Ohio playing today in 117. Darius Garland, 3 career highlight games. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. Let's see the score. Cavs, Nets, score. Let's see. Okay, here's what I usually do. I just go to Cavs schedule, and then ESPN has it. See, I think Google though, but even DuckDuckGo though, they have it up here too sometimes too. But they'll show you the game happening right now. Right? Oh, it's 102 to 105, fourth quarter. It's close. So Maybe, again, I haven't done decode, but if your decode says Nets are going to win, then this is the time of live bet. Look at the fourth quarter, they're down. That's how you make the money. Like Sachi, that's how you make the money. But again, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Don't take my word. I don't know who's going to win. The riddle could be for Cleveland to win. I didn't decode this. So I don't want you to put money in a game with, from what I said when I have done no research. But it looks like they're catching up. 104 to 105. 3:43 on the clock. They stop it at 3:40, or maybe I don't know if they stop the clock. This it could just update Gamecasts. It's not just where they show you the shit happening. I swear that already went down. It already went down, and it just happened because I wasn't on the tab. 105 to 105. I'm not gonna stream this game. That's an automatic strike for sure. They take it seriously, which is like, guys, this is fake ass basketball. Like, who fucking cares? Oh, they're not gonna show wait, why would they show the game? If you can watch the game for free on ESPN, then no one would pay for the stuff. So I think we're fine. I kind of want to see how this game ends though, but the Cavs look like they can win. I don't know. Oh, they're going for their 27th win though on 117. Oh, that's a riddle for them to win. Looking at this alone, I can already see them win. Getting their 27th win on 1/17. It's such a good riddle. Oh my goodness. If they were underdogs, but they could have been underdogs because it was the Durantless Knicks, or Nets. So the payout might have been that good, but still, if I just looking at that, I could just show you that they're gonna win. I'll be surprised if they don't. Look at this. Buckeye 27, 117. In the Jewish cipher, Ohio equals 117. So on 1/17, and you get a 27 win. Wow, look at we're ending the stream. And then they'll keep the Nets on 27 wins. To get their 16th loss, Ohio equals 16. Unbelievable. I don't know if they're playing home or away right now. I don't know. You can tell that. It's supposed to say somewhere, but it's too late for me to tell. Oh, see, there's a C right there, so I think it's home. So they'll become 12-9 home, 15-5 away. I think the bigger riddle though is in the main thing. I mean, guys, I'm so glad we caught this because I don't decode sports often, but this type of riddle that I could decode in my sleep. I mean, come on. They're gonna keep the Nets on 27 wins. They'll get their 27th win on 117. It's too perfect. So maybe you could have done some live betting. If the Brooklyn Nets can get ahead, you probably want to do some live betting. But at this point, I think the Cavs will keep their lead. They're going to win. See, it's just so sad. Someone's going to come, of course they're going to win. They're ahead of points, and that's how the game's almost up. Like, how can you say that? This is basketball. Look how close the score is. The Nets can easily fucking win based on the setup. It happens all the time. So don't come here and say that type of shit. It's clear that they're going to get a 27th win. Keeping these fuckers on, and look, they're coming in 11-9 home against Brooklyn, New York, in 119 with their 11-9 record against the New York team. I mean, guys, if you're new to this decoding sports, this is really how easy some of these games can be. This is what I call a lock. This is Lock City. Again, I'm catching it late because if I was decoding this beforehand, I would have told you this is the riddle. Oh my god, 27. Again, one last time, 27 win. Keep them at 27 and 117. It's just so perfect. So we actually have our 27 of the day. We got our 27, 117 Buckeye riddle. It's here in the basketball. Because remember, I was like, oh, today's 117. That's again, earlier in the stream, I said it's 117. I hope Ohio's going to do something today by the numbers. And they fucking did. Right here. Is it on commercial break? I kind of want to see this game end now. I mean, at this point, I was going to close the stream, but at this point, I know I keep pushing it on. I'm not trying to waste you, but come on. The game's almost over. We might as well watch to the end of the game, see and witness this happening. And then we'll refresh the page, and this will then say 27. Again, how do people think this shit is fucking real? I don't understand. I don't get it. And look how all these idiots in Ohio thinking this shit's real. Oh, go Cavs. My Cavs are going to win today. Like, what's these retards? I mean, come on. People already give Clevelanders so much shit. They kind of deserve it at this point, though. I mean, come on. You love the Browns. The Browns literally the worst team in NFL history. Remember the time they had the 0-16 season, Ohio 16? And you still love the Browns. They're your favorite team. It's like you're being mocked so hard by the NFL. How the fuck can you be a Browns fan? I'm sorry. I don't care if you're from Cleveland. You must be retarded to fucking love the Browns. You got to be retarded. Your team sucks. They're shitty as fuck. Again, I know this season Baker Mayfield, since they got Baker Mayfield, which was synced up with the whole Mayfield tornadoes in Kentucky, which is borders Ohio. But before that, come on, they were so bad. Go Browns. That's it. Go Browns. The fucking Cleveland accent. Their A's are so fucking wide, just like they're fucking assholes getting fucked by the Jesuits. Go Browns. Go Cavs. The Cavs are gonna win. That's how they fucking think. I'm not. I love people from Cleveland. I'm not insulting them. I'm an Ohioan myself, right? I'm an Ohioan myself. It's just friendly, friendly banter at this point, But that's really how they talk in Cleveland. I'm not making. That's how they talk. I'm not making fun of them. Go to Cleveland, that's how they talk. Go online, look at how they talk in Cleveland. Art Blev will tell you, that's how they talk. They stretch their A's out. Go, in Wisconsin, go, Piat, go. It's a little different. Go, the O's are kind of more like Canadian O's, and in Wisconsin, go, Pat, go. I can't do it perfectly, but I used to live in Wisconsin. So I know they say it over there. Go, Pack, go. A bunch of bullshit. Hey, Art Blev, you're from Cleveland, you stopped watching their teams 6 years ago. Exactly, man. Their teams are so bad. Oh, you met Minnesota fuckers down here and trolled them like that. Nice. Yeah, there's in Minnesota, they go Skull Vikings. Okay, T-Roll, yeah, man. I didn't mean to waste all your time, man, but I hope you enjoyed the later decodes. Man, for what it's worth, man, finding this out, man, I think this is definitely worth the extra time we spent. But I know you have a movie to watch, you have shit to do. And we're literally going to be done after this, I promise. So, I didn't mean to keep you hanging if you didn't need to stay, but I love you a lot, T-Roll. You're much love to you, man. Only respect. But peace out, man. Hey, go, Pat, go. That's really how it is in Wisconsin. January 17th, 227 maybe. Time number, time connection. Yeah, salute to you, T-Row. You two gums. Guys, this game's at 15 seconds left. We're going to watch this. Come on. This is just so silly. The Cavs are gonna win, guys. Again, the game could have turned around. They were only 2 points a difference at that time, 3-point difference. The Cavs are gonna win, going 27 wins, keeping the Brooklyn Nets on 27 wins on 117. It's a lock. This is a fucking lock. I mean, right now, I wouldn't go bet on it. I don't even know what the payout's gonna be at this point. It's not worth like this. If you had like a. It's probably not that bad though. You could probably put down a couple hundred, make something. So you can still bet it if you wanted to. I don't know what the payout is though. But yeah, that's what we're witnessing right now. They're gonna win, get on 27 wins, keeping Brooklyn on 27, on 117. It's just I cannot believe what we're watching right now. This is one of the biggest locks I've ever seen. Maybe for payout wise, no, but just riddle wise, yeah. And look, I don't have to decode anything. I just look at this and it can see it immediately. Because they love doing their Buckeye rituals. They love their Buckeye patterns. She shot, and in. Who made that shot? Wait, why are they showing basketballs? Well, this is so confusing. Why would you show a basketball being shot in there and a basketball being shot in there when the whole point is to show us what's going on in the court? It's just, maybe during timeouts they shoot the ball during, wait. Are you allowed to shoot around during the timeouts? I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe you can because it's so it's basketball. You kind of do whatever you want in the court type of game. I haven't watched enough basketball to know that for a sec. For Isaac Okoro makes dunk. Freemasonry 158. Kyrie Irving missed shot. Of course, Kyrie Irving misses shot. He misses the shots. Then Patty Mills fouls. They foul, so they get the foul shots in to make it 109. Ohio. They might lose with 109 points. Ohio equals 29, 109 is a 29 prime. But maybe don't they get what? See, this is what happens when I don't watch basketball. Now I'm like, don't they get one shot or two shots? Because there's some points, aren't there some points in basketball where you only have one foul shot you can do? One free throw? I know it's usually two. But then Cavaliers now call a timeout. This is so fake. Again, Kyrie Irving, come on, who used to play for the Cavs? Didn't he? I swear he used to play for the Cavs. Now he's on the Nets. And he misses the shot that could help him win. Come on, $1 million player couldn't make a fucking shot at a time like this. Oh, because he's under pressure, man. The game's almost over. It's like, come on, these people are fucking athletes, paid millions of dollars they have personal psychologists, they have therapists, they have all the resources they need to learn how to play at the top tier level at this time. Again, this is fake as fuck. That's what I'm trying to show you. These games are so fake. Guys, I'm so happy we're seeing this. I really fucking am. It makes a 2.5 hour long stream just feel fucking amazing. Again, it's not that I'm ever complaining sitting here. Again, like T-Row, he has shit to do. I know you guys have stuff to do. You want to watch this. I'm trying to respect your time as well. But I just hope you can, again, you don't have to agree at all, but I hope you can agree if you want, that this is a good riddle to document. Buckeye 27, the Cavs getting their 27th win, keeping the Nets on 27 and 117. But is this Cavaliers is a full timeout mean commercial? Because this could be like a 3-minute fucking timeout, man. Again, they love to waste people's time. 216 total points. Is that what's going to end? Enters the game for LaMarcus Aldridge. Is this behind or something? You guys probably, of course, you guys are watching the game on TV. 216 total points? No way, man. Is that a prediction? Is that what's happening now? I think this is, I should probably read more of your chats. 219 now, okay. But the thing is, they made that 216, they probably were taking a nod. It's probably at a certain time, too. But why is it, 219 now? I see it was before. So this is live. So yeah, now it's 219 points. So we're going to finish that. Could be 227, because someone mentioned when we were out January 17th to get 227. It could be, we'll see. I mean, at this point, I don't even care what it is. I just like what the 27 ritual. Because, again, do you see why I hate watching sports? Like 9.9 seconds, of course. 9-9. Ohio loves number 9. See, fouls at 9-9. Isn't there a show called Brooklyn 99? There's a show called Brooklyn 99. Ohio, they love the Sun. Sun equals 9. I'm sure they love number 9 all the time. See, Kevin Love now makes a free throw. See, the one. If he misses the next one, I swear to God, I'm just gonna flip. Because the National Basketball Association equals 113. I think he's gonna. If he misses it, I'm gonna fucking flip out. I feel like he's not gonna miss it though. What? Turnover? What? That was it? See? Did he miss the second one then? Come on. Oh, he didn't. He makes it. I was about to say, come on. Because the National Basketball Association goes 113. So I thought they were going to do that. But come on, you can't be missing 2 free throws. See, I feel like they don't do that because it'll be so obvious how fake this shit is. Like, how are you going to miss free throws? I know what happens, but still. Guys, look at this. This so dramatic. Foul, timeout, foul, full timeout. Wasting your fucking time. Guys, this is exactly why I don't like sports. They waste your fucking time. Like, it takes so long. 9 seconds left in the game, but it takes like 10 minutes to complete. It's just such a mockery. Yeah, if you know the games are scripted and you like watching it that way, I'm not talking about you. If you think this is real, you're emotionally invested into this shit, they're wasting. You guys, again, we're literally witnessing the state of Ohio and the state of New York being mocked very hard by the federal government, by the Jesuits right now, by the state of Ohio. This is a home game, so I'm gonna fucking call it the state of Ohio, which against all interchangeable, it's all the Jesuits. But again, literally the city of Cleveland is going to make money off this game. They're going to make tax revenue off this game. I mean, Cleveland is making bank off this game. This rigged fucking fake ass shit. Now, who's this guy? Who's this motherfucker? Enters the game for Dayron Sharp. Dayron, like, sunlight. I don't know who this nigga is. I don't know, but another athletic agent, another athletic actor. For the Nets. If I ever say this to the Raiders, it's just my mind tripping because I don't think I've said it yet this stream, but it looks like it looks like the Raiders logo when it's really small. So the game's over. Misses the shot. See, he just misses. It was probably one of those. The game's over though. So they went 114 to 107. The 28th prime. 114. I know LeBron James equals 114. It does. LeBron James equals 114. He used to play for the Cavs. Unbelievable. That's a total sport. Let me just do the calculation to not make any mental math errors. It should be really easy. I mean, adding 7 to 14. So 221. The Bavarian Illuminati 221. Oh my goodness. And LeBron James equals 114. And again, we just witnessed right now. If you watch it on TV, you witness it even better. Right now again. And I called this before. Again, don't say shit. With all the fouls, all the nonsense, the Nets could have fucking won. When I was calling it out, the score was so close. It was a 3-point difference. There was fouls. There was free throws. There was all sorts of shit. But I was telling you, This is a lock. The Cavs are going to win. They get their 27th win on 117, keeping the Nets on 27 wins. It was so perfect, and it exactly happened. I mean, come on. How are you going to say that? Again, I proved to you now, we have proven, again, that the NBA is fake as fuck. Extremely fucking fake. Quit thinking these games are fucking real. I don't even care if you watch them knowing they're fake. That's not my point. Quit thinking they're fucking real. Quit being emotionally invested into them and thinking that they're legit. That's all I'm fucking asking from the world. They are so fake. Now, can I refresh the page and it now says 27? I just want to see that. Not that it matters, because we know what happened. Ha! See? Ending in 27, 18. Sun equals 27 and 18. Lock. Fucking lock. And I can't, they love striking this type of shit, but time 20. Time equals 20. But anyway, lock. Right here. A fucking lock. Witnessed right here live on stream. Buckeye 27. 117. Today's 1/17. Cavs getting the 27 wins against the Nets, with leaving them remaining on 27 wins, and then coming into the game 11-9, home, right? Like 119. I mean, it's just so fucking sick. Now they're 12-9. So that concludes the stream. 221, yeah, like the Brand Illuminati. Hey, Isla Ren. Isla Ren, we just concluded the stream. I mean, I'll just recap with this. I mean, seeing this, I think you coming though and seeing this is good information, because again, I've gone so long. I've done like a ton of encores. I really got. It's almost 5:30, but we have the cap with this. But Isla Ren, I love you a lot, and I hope to stream for you again soon. And look, Ohio 16, they get their 16th loss against Ohio. Brooklyn Nets now lose. So right, this is what happens. Brooklyn Nets came in 27-15. They lose to Ohio, get their 16th loss, Ohio 16. Remain on 27 wins, Buckeye at 27. And the Cavs just got their 27th win against the Nets, Buckeye 27. And why is this important? Because it's happening on 117. And I'm just so excited because, again, we went to 10 TV earlier. We didn't see any Buckeye numbers. Okay, they won this time. But look, I'm gonna fucking renege and retrace and retract that fucking thing I said, that win. Because again, this 10 TV, CBS, I don't fucking care. Sure, we didn't see it on their homepage today, but on 117 we get an Ohio ritual this big. I'm taking everything I said back. They did this again today by the fucking numbers. And I cannot believe we saw this. Yeah, 119, exactly, Sebastian. They're coming into the game 11-9 against the Nets. It's just like, again, I'm literally begging the United States, the whole world, but just specifically the American people, quit thinking this shit is real, please. Like, how am I gonna sit here? I don't watch the games. I can't even name one. I can't name one person in the Cavs. Before it would have been Kyrie Irving. He's on the Nets now. So who on the Cavs can I name off the top of my head? Nobody. I can't name a single person because I don't fucking watch the goddamn games. I can't name a single person in the Cavs. I don't know anyone on any of these teams. I can name one person in the Nets, Kyrie Irving, and how did I know that? Because Kyrie Irving missed a shot. Of course, Kyrie Irving, such a good player who played for the Cavs, missed a shot. Probably some easy shot too. He missed with the technology, the magnets, mixed. The whole court looks like a big magnetic field. The magnet made him miss the fucking shot, and then now they lose. It's just, come on. I don't know what to say. Even the Wizards halt 76ers hot streak with 117-98 wins, so another 117. Washington Wizards, that's DC. 76 Philadelphia, DC. I mean, this is all this is East. I mean, Ohio's not East Coast, but it's at least East close enough. It's East Coast time zone. It's probably the closest you can get to the East Coast from being in the Midwest. But still, they have DC, Philadelphia. Maybe, again, there's New York. There's probably a riddle here. That's what I'm trying to point out that I don't really see. That's why I'm trying to at least point out that thing. Orlando Magic first-year coach Jamal Mosley disappointed to miss Martin Luther King Jr. Day after entering COVID-19 protocols. This is synced up with his birthday. I'm telling you. See, this is why I shouldn't have read this. But yeah, I'll call this my encore for Isla Ren. Just Jamal Mosley's birthday till today, and then we'll leave it at the stream. October 6th, Black Lives Matter 106. Black equals 106. I mean, this is perfect. You see, out for COVID-19 protocols, born 106. But again, not just those protocols on MLK Day. Black 106, Black Lives Matter 106, Prophecy 106. I mean, come on. Of course, in 56, like Society of Jesus. So October 6th till today. Oh my goodness! Guys, my mind is blown right now for everything we've seen today. I honestly did not expect to see that. That you see a basketball game, and then it happened by these numbers today, and we documented it. I'm excited about that because it's like all I do is trying to show everyone Ohio loves doing the Buckeye rituals so much. They fucking love. Why do you think I go to 10 TV every time? Because they love these Buckeye rituals so much, and we just saw them do it today. Huh? Look at this. Speaking of 56 and Society of Jesus, and coronavirus 56. You see that coronavirus 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. Today, Black Lives Matter 56 and 106. This is for MLK Day, right? And it's 263 days from his birthday. That's his 56 prime. See, right here. See, I have Black Lives Matter typed in. 56. Look at this. 263 is the 56 prime. You see how easy this is? Oh my goodness. I just can't believe what we're looking at right now. Darius Garland. I don't know why I have his name copied. Don't remember where that's from. Again, he could be an NBA player. I don't even remember. Jamal Mosley with the 44-64. We've been seeing this all day long. And again, COVID-19 protocols, that's how they called it. 190 is the 19th triangular number, and it is 19 in numerology because you dropped a 0. So the sum of the numbers 1 through 19 equals 190. 190 is the 19th triangular number, right? COVID-19 protocols. His name equals 190. His birthday is 106, and it's 263 days later, the 56 prime. Like coronavirus, like Society of Jesus. And his name equals 44, like MLK assassinated in 4/4. Civil rights equals 64, right? Numbers been seeing all day. African American 44, black people 44. It's too perfect. I cannot. Again, I hate to sound a broken record, but I can't believe it. I can't believe how obvious these riddles are and how many we've seen today. It's just crazy. Magic coach. Magic 33 is Orlando. Wait, Jamal Mosley's Orlando Magic coach. But there was this other guy that typed in Darius something. Well, I think we're gonna end it there. Both LeBron teams. Wait. LeBron teams. Or did LeBron play for a team other than the Cavs and the Lakers and the Heat? I know he played for the Heat too. And guys, I don't follow basketball. If LeBron had a fourth team he played for, I never would have known that. But Orlando Magic, that's what I see here. And LeBron played for the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers. I mean, I can easily look up LeBron James. That's the easiest thing to do and see the teams he played for. If he did, that would blow my mind because I had no idea. Maybe again, you're probably talking about something else too. Yeah, he's only played for these three teams. You're probably talking about something else. Vogel and Mosley for Magic, Lakers and Cavs. Oh, Lakers and Cavs coaches. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Oh, Isabella Banks, you're born in Ohio, now live in Arizona. Huh. Well, I'm sure the weather's much nicer in Arizona now. Oh, it's fine, man. You're still dropping good information. Frank Vogel 666. Wow. It's in Sumerian. Covert protocols like Catholic Church. Wow, man. Good Richard, good finds. That's who's putting this out. His name is 117. Wait, whose name is 117? Following the 111-7 and 117. Another riddle. The Cavs. Martin Luther King Jr. Day equals 129. The Cavs became 12-9. Synagogue equals 129. Wow. Voice, text, chat. Oh man, well I can't voice chat now, man. I'm really about to end the stream, but definitely next time I can bookmark this link. But it's probably gonna change next time because I don't want to chat and then rush things up. But yeah, I could do some call-ins next time or something. But I hope you're back to see me say that. And I've been dragging this on, but I really definitely am gonna end right now. I mean, we've done so many encores, and I think ending with this Net versus Cavs is the perfect way to end. Jamal. Oh, Jamal equals 117. Yeah, I didn't decode his name, his first name. Oh my goodness. You see that? With 117 points in this game or whatever. No, that 117 points game was was those East Coast teams. It wasn't with there was the 76ers and the Wizards, but still this guy's in there, on 117. This is just so by the numbers. Like, guys, everything we've seen today is completely impossible to happen without being organized. Jesuit booby traps. Yeah, again, these are definitely booby traps for getting the games wrong. But the thing is, at least they're good to show how they're scripted. That's the thing I always have to preach is like some of these double-coded things. At least shows you how this games are scripted. Cardinals could fall to 11-7 on 117. Interesting. Rick James died at 56. Nice, James. Good seeing you too, man. Yeah, Rick James died at 56. Society of Jesus 56. 114 is the play on 119, no doubt. It could be for sure. I gotta look more into because I know Holocaust equals 114. So I can definitely see that connection through that as well. Rams equals 201. They can win and play Brady next round, who met Biden on 201 day. See that too. Los Angeles, Bay Area, Jesuits. They can beat on 2-3-1 in playoffs if around on Loyola. Oh, Ignatius of Loyola. I know you meant that's probably some autocorrect. Ignatius of Loyola, 201, 2-3-1. Yep. Wow. On 2-3-1 in playoffs. See, this is how locks happen when you see these riddles just come together. I know sometimes it can be really good codes and it won't be a lock. So I try to use that word not too. I don't try to use that word lightly, but guys, yes, this was a lock. I called this a lock before the game was over. I was confident. This is a lock and a half. This is the biggest lock I've seen. Again, there's probably bigger locks, but I don't look at too much sports. At least what I've seen, it's one of the biggest locks I've seen. I mean, come on. I still can't get how people think this is real. On 117, the 27 ritual. Wow. Yep, NBA is mostly a black league, exactly. More MLK rituals for sure. And there's more to come, guys. I don't think that the day's over with NBA. There's more NBA games. They still got the West Coast games to play probably that like to play super late at night. At least over here, super late at night. Mocking these people. Think about look at everyone in Ohio and East Coast time staying up at 10 from 10 p.m. through midnight watching fake fucking basketball. It's just being mocked. Like you go to fucking sleep at that point. Like, watch fake fucking sports. But yeah, I'm gonna close the chat. Literally have to close the whole stream. I had top chat on the whole time, which was bad. So if I missed your chat, it's my bad. But I'm gonna close it. So everyone is pro sports in on it being rigged or just the superstars. I think pretty much everyone. I think when you join, you sign a thing that says it's just fake. This is just entertainment. You can tell people, but it wouldn't matter. I mean, like maybe they sign an NDA that says you can't say anything, but it doesn't matter if they expose it. Many athletes have exposed the shit, and no one cares. So, yeah, I think they all know. Because think about it, you would have to know to go into the game, and like you would unless you're completely stupid, you would pick up on it at some point. So that's why I think they all are in on it. Yeah, like why not? I think they're definitely in on it. College sports not so much. I know college sports college sports are just as rigged. But I don't think that every single college kid on the team has to be on it. They could be, but I don't think they have to be. I don't think they have to be in the pros either. But it's more like, again, if you play enough games, we'll just kind of figure it out. NBA equals 102, nice. Yeah, and all the black people in there is perfect. I have Discord, or you're probably talking to Itachi. I have Discord too, but I'm, Toka J with some numbers. And I have a Discord server that I don't really use. But I've been on Free to Find Truth more often too, so maybe I'll give my Discord through there. I mean, I don't have it up now, so it's hard for me to figure out those numbers. But yeah, later everyone. Later Nathan, good seeing your brother. I know Nathan, a friend, neighbor, really good friend from Ohio. He definitely knows the code. He's from in Ashtabula County, Beulah 72, like Buckeye, the biggest county with 702 square miles. But peace, y'all. Later, Shy Divine, Itachi Gomes, everyone, Richard. If I didn't name you, because I didn't see you in the chat right now. I'm just naming people seeing the chat. Sebastian, Devin. Peace out, everyone. Isla Ren, I know you joined late. Well, quote unquote late. I think again, I'm serious. Isla Ren joining and seeing this riddle, I think the information she's received is very sufficient.